Hey everybody, welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. I'm here with the crew, Flint, Allie, Paul, and DM Josh.
Fam.
Who just left?
And Paul just left.
And Paul.
I don't need any calming tea.
He did it for the memes, you know?
Wait, no, what happened?
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Listen, I gave him the benefit of the doubt there. I thought he was gonna say that something happened, but nope.
Maybe I also had a big flashing button.
It's true. We'll never,
Okay.
I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know.
Off to a great start.
As always.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome back, everybody. We're on chapter 14 of our Dawn of a New Era campaign. Does everybody remember what happened last time?
We got dragon eggs. Me and Paul also drove everyone crazy.
Yes.
We haven't technically received the dragon eggs.
We're about
Oh my god,
to.
we went
haven't
through
ever
the
been
trials to
responsive.
join the guild, and then Clint and Joe did another round.
They did a
Yes.
wrap-around.
Well, that's right.
They did a
They
wrap
did
around.
a wrap-around.
Wait, you want to go back through?
Or go. Oh. Oops.
Yeah.
Right, because you guys had two branches at the end of the fourth trial, and one of them led the right way, and one of them led a different way. That was fun. So yes,
Yeah.
you guys
That's one
faced
word
5
for it.
trials to join the Dragon Riders Guild, and this was determined to be a good idea based on the Draco Rage and Paul having a specific connection to it. As part of being able to join this guild, you all will receive dragon eggs after a... You guys love personality quizzes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what I have prepped today...
11.
Okay. It is, let's see, a couple questions for each person, and so let me pull over to where I have Roll20 up. Give me just a second.
Oh god, now I have to think about the personality of my character.
Yep,
I woke up and chose war crimes today.
everybody
Who am
would
I?
think more about
Who
their
am I?
Is there a crown on my head?
Let me pull
No.
up my Google Doc.
Oh, because you... Right, were you the one that had the crown from last session?
No, I think Clint had it actually.
Okay.
I might
Oh, I forgot
have
about the
it, but
crown.
only because we took it away from you, because every time we put it on your head, like you...
He went bad.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Warrior came out. That's right. That's
Tom
why I was
Warrior.
I make sure I take this test in the appropriate persona.
No, see, we
based
gave
on
the
my
crown.
starting draft.
We gave the crown to Joe's wife, or the dude, the
That's
guild
right.
leader. He's got the
Oh,
crown.
man. Does anybody
Sorry
remember
about
the
that.
guild leader's name?
Allie sneezed.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Joseph
Bless you.
Hammurabi.
God, it's show me. Okay, let me look.
Josephine Paladin.
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
Did you
good
just,
lord.
Mel, did you just combine, like, Joe and then the Code of Hammurabi? Is that what happened there?
Yes, yes, I did.
His,
sure did.
His name.
Well
his
played.
name. No, I have no idea.
Okay, so his name was Vral. It's not one you come across very often.
Wait, my
Uh,
wife is a he?
No,
No,
that's
that's a joke.
Not
from,
that
like,
I have
the
any problem
dragon.
with that.
The
Sorry,
dragon is your
they-
wife.
That's a joke from like 4 or 5 sessions ago. And all the little art that you guys do, I just leave there because I think it's funny. Not actually your wife. It's okay.
What if I draw something that can't be on the stream? Will you leave that there?
Well, legally,
Hey!
right? We can't
I mean-
do that.
No,
I try
know,
to
I'm not gonna-
personal
I'm not gonna.
creativity, right?
I
Gotta
respect the
encourage that.
terms and conditions.
Yeah.
I didn't sign the terms and conditions. I'm gonna draw.
Hey!
All of us did actually.
Family friendly. And
You
also,
signed
you
it whether you're
inherently
aware
do
of it
by
or not.
being on Twitch.
It's okay. I talked it across the hall to Mel. I'm not sure she heard it.
No,
but-
my mic picked it up. Don't worry.
No, it didn't. I said it quiet enough.
Are you sure?
It did not. In the
Okay.
Discord, at least.
Yeah.
Just talking over
It, like, it picked up half a word for me.
Yeah, it easily inferred what they said, but we
Anyways.
didn't hear the word.
Percussion. Nope. Personality.
Yeah, nailed it. So,
Percussion tests.
what you all see is Vral standing in front of you all. I'm
Oh.
gonna move you guys back over to where, because you guys are at the staircase. You guys
Ah! What is this Oblivion portal?
Hold on.
Um,
Perfect, I think.
So everybody come back over to where
Why is what?
all the other people are.
What is this?
Hold on.
It's a
Come on.
table.
It looks like a pickle.
Nope.
What are you-
Yes. I am drawing a pickle.
Pickle Rick?
No, it's just a regular pickle, actually.
Sounds like a doozy of a
Why
pickle.
are we drawing a pickle?
Because that's what I told Mel I'm gonna draw. I told her I'm gonna draw a pickle.
Alright, I'm gonna. Oh, okay.
It kind of looks like a watermelon, actually.
Oh my god!
It is literally the wrong color. Is it the? I could swear it's the wrong color to be a watermelon.
No, watermelons are green.
Alright, I'm gonna move this off to the side here because it's like and everything. And
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened to saving our drawings? That's where I
It's
put
there.
it.
I
I
It's
put it
there.
there for a reason.
Look at it on the side.
it's fine.
Yeah, no, it was supposed to be right in the middle. It was a very important pickle. It was a oh god, what's it called?
It's
You could
VIP.
say it was the
Say-
VIP.
No.
Very
It
important
was,
pickle.
it was a load-bearing pickle.
What?
It was a
What?
load-bearing pickle. You know, load-bearing walls when they're doing HGTV and they're like, you can't take this wall down. It's a load-bearing wall.
I don't think HGTV
No.
exists in this universe.
Okay.
But it can now.
It should. If there's okay,
Joe is gonna submit
Whatever.
Cherry to be on HGTV.
Oh my goodness. But
Oh,
then they
yeah.
take Cherry away from you.
I forgot,
Yeah.
I forgot about the chair.
Oh, that's a good point. Joe revokes the application.
Cherry and Joe are gonna show up on House Hunters. They're gonna.
That is actually the campaign's end goal. I just want to become a furniture retailer.
Oh my gosh, please.
I'm just kidding.
That'd be so cool though.
That'd be funny.
Okay, so everybody can sort of gather around, and I'm gonna move the other two people just to have them here. So, as you all came back, right, you found the crown. I forgot completely that we had that crown mechanic in there where it just changes Paul's demeanor completely. That'll be eventually fixed.
Hot dog.
Oh dear.
Who's
So,
Paul?
Joe. So, Thrall will, as you all come back, he'll sort of gesture to his dragon behind him, and I have a noise for this. Let me see.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
dragon
God.
stands up and lets out a roar that, let me see if I can play it. It's a little loud,
Great.
just as it's up, but I want to make sure, I want to see if you all can hear it.
I'm sorry, hold on.
Was that it? Was that Allie was supposed to step in and cough, and that was the role?
No, unfortunately, that was not. I wanted to I wanted to just. It was sort of a. Trying to describe it in a way that doesn't give it away. It's like a. Yeah, I don't know. Reality bending level of roar. So everyone, besides the dragon, name is Umaroth, by the way, just throwing it in there. Everyone besides Umaroth and the party becomes frozen in time.
Oh!
And each
What about
party
Brawl?
member,
Brawl's
Brawl's
also
what?
frozen?
yes.
Oh.
So he's frozen in sort of like a gesture with both hands outstretched above his head as if he's like welcoming almost. So it's kind of symbolic. And Umarov is also in each separate instance with each party member. So, say, for example, for Joe, the other 3 party members are also frozen, and it's just him and Umaroth. Same thing for everybody else.
Okay.
So basically, when we did the whole snake thing.
That's kind of what I was pondering, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Zing.
Yeah, exactly that. Except this time, it's not evil, right? Except this time, it's not trying to turn you against each other.
So we.
You turned her against me.
This
You have
way.
done that
What?
yourself.
Oh, jeez.
Oh dear.
This way, it's hey, let me actually have music playing while we're doing this. That might be fun.
You will not take her from me.
What is
Your
happening?
anger and your lust for power have already done that.
Oh, it must be
You
Star
have
Wars.
allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now you become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan.
Oh, yeah, see.
At first, I was like, "What are you quoting?" And then the further you got into it, I went, "Oh, I know this."
And I just kind of let that go for a second.
And then the Obi-Wan gave it away.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure until Obi-Wan showed up because I haven't seen the movie forever. So,
Yeah, we gotta fix that. We still need to fix that, Josh.
I'm
you would
taking
really like
away
to
your
see-
nerd badge.
Oh.
Ooh, nerve,
Whoa!
I
nerd
feel like I'm
badge
sitting in the
revoked.
seat that doesn't allow you to do that. I'm running the campaign. I don't think you can take the nerd badge away from the person running a Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Got him.
I
Hello,
sure
everyone.
can, and I
My
just
name
did.
is Paul, and today I am going to be showing you how to use an Excel spreadsheet. So if you haven't done a macro before,
What?
please open your Microsoft Office suite and begin typing in source code 17A4. Now,
No.
this macro is a very special one to me. I spent a lot of years learning it, and what it'll do is when you mark a subtask as complete, it'll move the row automatically to the next tab. of the
It's like
page.
an ASMR tutorial on how to use Excel.
That's what I was thinking.
Because like his voice is so nice.
How did I get
Paul is
into
doing his
Microsoft
best to
Office
earn the
suite,
geek
you say?
badge.
Well, I used to be a big nerd, but then one day I lost the badge. I had to adjust my inputs accordingly.
Oh
You had to
no.
earn it back through Excel. So, the
You had
way
to
this
earn
is
it
gonna
badge?
work is obviously we can hear each other
That was funny.
out of game, but in game the idea is it's just you and Umaroth. So the other characters don't know your responses. Let me see how many questions I have here. I have, oh, perfect, 24 multiple choice questions.
Each?
Not
Oh, no.
each. So each of you will get
Oh.
6.
Each.
I'm sorry, each of you will get 7 because I'm reusing one for each of you. You'll get 2 or 3 strongly agree versus strongly disagree questions, and then you'll get 1 open-ended question. Each question I'll read off and also copy and paste into the game chat. That way, not only all of us can see it, but the stream can also see it. And at the end of all that, it'll take me a couple minutes, but it'll be determined as to what dragon type you'll get. Obviously, one of you has a particular slant towards one kind of dragon already, but we'll see if that actually plays out that way.
Who could that possibly be?
Yeah. So, I
Who
don't
could
have...
that possibly be? Which one of us is it? I don't get it.
Are you being serious or not?
No, I am. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, no.
Listen. Generally, if I say I don't get something, you can trust that. The tism puts me at a major disadvantage.
Okay, so the joke is that because Joe is a dragonborn based off of a specific kind of dragon, he would be slanted towards getting a dragon egg of that same type.
Oh, okay.
Last dragon egg, here we come.
Yeah, so it can still be determined based on the questions, but is most likely to occur in that way. So,
Gotcha.
I'm wondering, should we roll a die to see who goes first, or do you guys
Yeah!
just choose amongst
Roll a
yourselves?
D100. Roll a D100.
I was gonna just do a D4.
Roll a
because there's
D100.
4 of you.
I rolled a
Okay.
D100.
I see that. So what I'm gonna, I'll roll 1. Who wants to be 1 through 25?
Me.
Okay. Who wants to be 26 through 50?
Me.
All right. Who wants to be 51 through 75?
Paul does.
That leaves you being 76 to 100. Hopefully, you guys all remember that because I sure don't. So,
I feel like I was just volunteered for a very minute number range.
no, it's not all the same range.
Same amount.
So, without further ado, well, I'm just going to know you like to type me out each one.
Oh no, I don't know how to do math. Actually, I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
typing it out. I did.
That's fine.
Well, it's a good thing you're in my Excel tutorial course. because
No,
math-
no. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine.
42. I believe that was Mel.
Yes. Oh wait, are you rolling? I thought we were rolling.
Oh no, I was just going to roll a D100 for you all to see.
Well, that's not fun.
Well, if you guys all roll it, and then you all get different numbers.
Yeah, what sense does that make?
How come Mel got 2 rolls?
Yeah.
I deleted my other
Because
one.
she just keeps rolling.
Yeah, I'm
That
having a
only,
great
that's only
time.
on your screen. We hold the chat on our screen.
So it's 42. Mel gets to go
All right,
first.
fine, I'll
Oh,
go
I
first.
rolled it to myself, I think.
No, we
No,
can
I
all
see
see
in the
it.
chat.
42.
Oh, okay. So, meaning of life. So, Mel, if you're okay with it,
That's true.
you will start us off. Is that okay?
Okay.
This man
Okay.
gets the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference, but not the Star Wars reference?
You'll be shocked what internet memes can do for you.
Yep.
It's like the most memed movie.
I don't know what's going on.
So, for your first question, I gotta figure out.
I'm listening. and
What
sniffing.
color is your underwear?
Whoa!
That's a
Well,
Okay.
it was white when I bought it.
Ew!
That's rough right there.
I
Okay.
hate that.
I'm gonna Google the definition of family friendly for you.
Yeah,
just to
please.
help
And then,
out.
and then my mom put a red sock in the laundry, and now.
All right, that's rescued. Rescued it.
Yeah, you saved it. It's
Thank
not
you.
pink. It's actually lightish red.
Oh, good lord!
As
Can-
per
There's the red versus blue.
I'm
reference.
gonna mute all of you.
So,
We are
Um,
playing D&D. That's right, in silence.
we're actually all telepathically communicating. Can you
Oh
imagine that?
gosh.
So, first question, and every single one will be in the game chat as well, and somehow have to keep track of the responses. It's gonna be so fun. First question, and each question is coming from Umaroth. He's basically speaking each one to you. How do you feel about small talk? Your 3 options are: you love it, you're not a fan of it, or, well, if everybody else is doing it, I might as well do it. So those are your 3 options for that one.
Okay. Me personally would be a different answer than Ashwa. So
So we're sort of asking for the character.
yeah. So Ashwa will go with the last one in Rome.
Okay.
Also, sorry I'm sniffly.
Yeah, it's okay.
Wait,
We'll
Roman
allow
said-
it.
Thank
We'll
you,
allow it.
gracious Lord.
So for the second question, when facing a challenge, do you prefer to think it through yourself or discuss it with others? Your 3 options for this are: think it through, ask others for help, or brainstorm together.
Why did that come through at 2 separate? Okay.
I don't know.
Ashwa would think it through.
Okay, so think it through yourself. Okay,
What?
this is gonna
Paul.
DLI.
Whoa!
semicolon,
I'm
semicolon,
deleting that.
Them all.
Don't make me delete it.
D.
Can I
All
delete
things.
just that one chat? Oh, good. Thank you.
There we go.
I can't do that.
Okay. That works a little bit better. So, third question. How do you handle new situations? Are you cautious? I feel like I can answer this one. I might know this one. Are you cautious but polite, talkative but sincere, or just strategically taking in all possible outcomes?
What is it? Like, what do you mean by strategically? Did like, as in like, plotting or like?
Plotting, theorizing, or like thinking things through, kind of being more cunning about it.
Like, is there any engagement in that at all, or no?
There would not be.
God, it's like taking the Rad's R all over again.
I don't know what that's referencing.
It's an autism test.
Oh, okay.
No, we took it together in the car on the way to the zoo.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but we all did it in the car.
I forgot about that. So, Josh, does C have engagement at all, or no?
C does not have to be directly engaged with, no.
I guess A.
Okay, cautious but polite. That's kind of what I thought the answer was going to be for that one, yeah. So, fourth question. This is similar, but instead of people, it's now information. So how do you approach new information? Are you eager to learn? Are you sort of dismissive or vain about it as if you don't even need it? Is how you react dependent on the source of the information? Or do you just try to take in as much information as possible while revealing as little about yourself as you possibly can?
That last one.
Okay.
That last one.
That
Last one though.
We went from 3 options to 4.
Yeah, some of these have 3 options, some of these have 4. I think a couple of them have 2. I tried to mix it up a little bit.
Spicy.
Yeah. I want it to be interesting, you know? So, how do you make decisions? You act first, ask later, go with your gut, or you take time and gather information and decide?
I don't take. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't make decisions.
I really hate that it splits it up. It's hard to read.
I do too. I think after each question that I copy and paste, the person who is answering the questions just send like a period or something, and that'll prevent the breaking of the questions.
Okay.
Why not just send the questions one at a time?
That's what I'm doing.
No, I'm sorry. I mean the answer choices one at a time.
That might just be a lot of copying and pasting back and forth because I'm going between 2 different windows.
That's fair. This sounds like a formatting issue, which can be solved in my Excel online interactive course that we've been.
Well, actually, I'm in Word, so Excel doesn't help.
Got him.
Well, good news. Next week, we will be continuing through the Microsoft Office suite with my Microsoft Word tutorial. So if you want an advanced lesson, I do charge $250 for a one-on-one class and would be happy to teach.
$250.
Oh my God.
Go subscribe on the Patreon, joepaladin.com or whatever.
Find my videos on coolmath.com.
Oh,
there you go.
goodness.
Math works and whatnot. That's actually real. So,
That's funny.
for your second to last question in this format, when the going gets tough, do you get going? Yes, no, or maybe later?
Boy, do I. That's D. Boy, do I.
I almost wrote that just for you.
So, fun fact, Melanie, IRL me, never fully understood that. So, like, is it saying, like, when life gets rough, you just go, like, you avoid the problems?
Basically, yes. So if it's saying, let's say when the going gets tough, so when life gets tough, do you get going, meaning do you try to solve the problem, do you try to go through it, or do you just kind of flop around and give up?
It's
through it.
that saying in the, like, you just go with the flow sayings on a deeper sense means, like, you accept that you're going to take some punches, but you're going to progress forward anyway.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like that explanation as well.
Yeah, so get through
Get through whichever option that is. So that would be yes.
That's maybe later.
it. Okay.
I'm yes.
I would say that was yes. Okay. Final question in this format. What do you prefer? To lead a team or to follow a team? Literally just answer choices of follow.
Follow. Easy. She hasn't led once this whole campaign.
Hey!
Hides in the back.
No,
That's crazy. I want to see that.
So,
Being bullied.
we're done with multiple choice ones.
Oh.
I'm going to give you 2 questions that you can, like, rate. Strongly agree, all the way down to strongly disagree.
We went
Obviously,
from question 6 to 25.
What do you mean? Oh, because I'm copying and pasting. That's 25. That's one that I've highlighted on my notes to be asking each person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carry on.
So you've got strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree for these next two. So I will just choose two random ones from this list. So you'll say either agree, disagree, strongly agree, strongly disagree, or if you're right in the middle, neutral.
Can you type the options again? Or say it
Yeah.
one more time? Sorry, my brain is slow.
Yeah, no, I'll just type them all out.
All right. Joe, you are frozen. Hush your mouth.
Answering is Paul.
Paul,
This
you
is
are
what the whole
also frozen.
character's built
Hush your
around.
mouth. Yeah, we'll go with agree.
Okay. And
Probably,
then-
probably strongly agree. If we could just hide this rude.
This is
What?
in character. This is just between you and Umaroth. So
Paul, butt out.
yeah, so no other character can say anything in character based on the responses that you've given.
No, I know. I'm just giving him a hard time. Let's go with strongly agree. I guess so.
Okay, and then let's see. That question's too obvious. Let's do this one.
Too obvious. I need to write things down. Disagree.
Okay.
Ashwa doesn't write.
That's true. You just sing, you know? That's the whole thing. Okay, so
Right.
finally open-ended question.
Oh dear.
Let's see. Which one should I give you? Favorite time of year?
Huh.
Based on, like, you can say based on, like, real world times of year and stuff. So favorite time of year?
Oof. Ashwa. Ashwa would probably say either fall or spring.
Okay. Is there one that's stronger than the other one, or is it even split?
Fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, your questions with Umaroth are concluded. So, we're gonna be able to like pause in your instance,
I am frozen.
basically, and we'll be able to go to somebody else. So, who would like to go next?
Paul does.
We can volunteer each other.
I can go.
Okay. So, we'll start.
Or I guess if we're frozen, we sort of stay where we were, huh?
Yeah. Because in the timeline in game, all of this is happening in 4 separate instances at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we're like time hopping to each character.
Essentially, is the idea.
Like,
behind it, yes.
yeah. We're in the same
Okay.
bubble, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, just independently happening. Okay. So, I forgot that the tone of some of these questions differs from the tone of some of the other questions, so I'm just laughing at where we are. So your first question, Azaria, is a friend brought over something you'd forgotten, so like an item or like something you need. How do you thank them? What?
I said I have friends.
I guess that should have been the last option. Is I have friends? Question mark.
Strongly disagree. I have no friends.
Just thinking about my upbringing, I don't,
Yeah.
I'm not
Tell
necessarily
us more
sure I
about your
have
upbringing.
a lot of close friends considering the circumstances of people surrounding me, but okay, listen. I'm gonna type something
I
to
can
you.
at least, yeah, I can.
A
at least
neighbor,
have
a
that in
neighbor
there.
brings something over.
Because, I mean, you're using your character, right? So I'm gonna
Yeah.
add that in there as an option. So the other 3 options were say thank you, say thanks with a joke, or say thanks in some other way. The other option will be I don't have friends. And that's not sounding bad, it's just the way it is. See, it splits it all up like that.
Allie?
I have like music softly playing in the background. Can
Yeah.
everyone hear it?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm typing stuff to Josh in Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know if my
Um,
okay.
stream can hear the music though. We'll tweak that.
Okay.
With something else.
It's just nice to not have silence kind of thing. Like some background
When you
music.
say thanks with something else, like what does that mean?
So that could be anything from acting very like dismissive or rude. That could be like saying thanks with a trick or a prank. That could be saying thanks genuinely, like, you know, maybe like with a reward or something. So it could be a variety of different things. I kind of left that like as an open-ended little piece.
Like potentially like giving them a gift in return.
Yeah, absolutely, that would fall into that.
I'm gonna go with C then.
Okay. All right, I like that. So, bear with me on the tone of some of these. They're just gonna sound a little silly, is the only thing.
Okay.
Let me see if I can separate the message like that. So, your next question. There's an alien invasion. What do you do? Does your character fight, run, or just ignore it?
Oh my gosh, aliens in Rico.
Eco?
By alien invasion, we're presuming that
Rico?
it's a hostile invasion.
Rico?
Yet. That can't happen because you guys are instanced. Hear that immediately.
I'm
It's like
gonna
when
say
everybody
A.
queues up. Say A? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like when everybody queues up for like a lobby for a boss, and because everybody needs to fight the boss separately, it's like instanced instead of just one for the entire server. Everyone definitely understands that. I'm not totally not a nerd. Okay. So, next question, based on your answer of fighting, you fight against the aliens, but you are defeated. They offer you to join them and rule. Your two options are rule with the aliens or refuse to do so.
Josh, are you rolling dice?
I am not rolling dice.
Oh, because I keep hearing something, I guess, from one of you, and I thought it was like somebody rolling dice.
It might be me typing.
Wait,
Yeah, because
so
I'm just sitting here doing nothing, so it's not me.
Ah.
would the dragon asking these questions be aware of alien existence and the potential for an invasion? And what would aliens in D&D look like?
So for the
Humans.
first question, well, you can't ask that because you're not there. No, I'm just kidding. The idea behind that would be any sort of race that the dragon doesn't recognize would probably be alien to them. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to come from space, like our understanding is. It could just be anything that they've never run into before.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah.
So I am defeated.
Yes.
I answered the question with the alien invasion with the idea that I would not be fighting the invasion alone. So what is
Okay.
what happens to the rest of the people? Are they being offered the same option, or are they like enslaved?
You are the last survivor of your race, basically.
Oh my god. Okay, so refuse.
Okay.
No pressure.
I think that's a total valid answer. Yeah. That's a good follow-up question too. That's good.
Thank you.
Okay. So, bouncing away from how serious that one became, that is more so on me. Do you like pranks? Your first option is love them. Second is occasionally. Third option is no, keep that away from me. So are you a prankster? A jokester? I guess the character is. Whether it is or not.
I guess occasionally.
I think that's fair.
Depends on the situation, I suppose.
For sure. This next one is more of a general. Are there many things that you would like to do? So thinking about the point of your character's life that they are in, are there still many things they would like to do? or not? Your two options are sort of yes or no, so keeping it nice and simple with that one.
Yes.
Okay. So that is violence. Okay. I can't remember if I wrote this question with your character in mind or somebody else. Do you tend to laugh a lot? Yes, no, what is this laugh you speak of?
No.
That sounds very Joe coded.
I think that might have been what it was. Okay, so the answer was no. Okay, 12. Okay. Did I do this right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, and then everyone gets the same 7.
That's okay. I see what I did. Got it. My numbering on my Excel spreadsheet was off, so I wanted to make sure I got the right.
Sounds like you should enroll in a certain
I
course.
expected Paul to be like, what could help with that? So
I thought you said you were using Microsoft Word, not Excel.
Yeah, I'm using both. There's a lot
So
of
you
Windows on
fibbed?
my computer right now. So,
Wow.
same question for Zario. What do you prefer, to lead a team or to follow a team?
Oh god, this is actually a really complicated question to answer.
Okay.
Because, and kind of
Yeah.
how my character wound up here. I guess I think the answer would still be B.
Okay.
Like, maybe not in the traditional sense, but I don't think of myself as a follower.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So, now we move on to 2 or 3 strongly agree versus disagree questions.
Okay.
You remember the ratings, or should I type them out again?
I can scroll up.
Okay. Let's see. So the first one is going to be. Let's keep them simple. That's your first one. I am chaotic, so it'd be strongly agree to strongly disagree. And you can chaotic can mean whatever you want it to mean in this context.
Disagree.
Okay. And then that. So I am committed, all the way from agree to disagree.
Strongly agree.
Okay. And let's see, open-ended question. Oh, this is fitting. Favorite animal?
Curious.
I've never thought about it in character.
Right? But it's
It's like-
fitting to think about for.
Yeah.
I feel like you would go with a
specifically.
cat, but I don't know. That's like the only one we've interacted with.
And because as a person, like I'm inclined to go with what my own favorite animal is, but I don't necessarily see it fitting in the world that we're in.
Right. Do you want to take a second to think about it, and then we come back to that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Actually, you can probably just DM it to me on Discord
Gotcha.
once you decide, and I can just add it to my list of notes here. So that is half the party so far. So that leaves Joe or Clint. I almost said Kermit again. Clint. Because I look over, everyone else's name is here, and I see Kermit. Like, oh, wait, it's not Kermit, it's Clint. So who would like to go next?
Hey, Paul, rock, paper, scissors?
How do
Okay.
you do rock, paper, scissors without video?
All right, here's what we're going to do. Type it out into the chat. Josh will count down. We press enter at the same time, okay?
Oh, this will only go well.
Interesting. Okay. So it's gonna be just a rock, paper, scissors, shoot deal. So rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Whoa!
Okay.
Those don't exist here.
Kermit did send his. I win by default.
Josh was asking if that's how it was gonna go.
No,
not
he
actually
counted
counting
down. He count.
I-
All right, I'll type a real one out.
Okay, so it'll be, I'll say rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then you both hit enter, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go rock.
You're
Oh
so
my
dumb.
gosh.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
Oh, he's actually ready. He was gonna go rock.
he did
Okay.
go rock.
Bonus point for honesty. Unfortunately, bonus points don't count in rock, paper, scissors. So, I guess Clint goes next.
Sure.
So, let me see what question we left off with. 13. Okay. Is this the pun one? Yes. Okay. So, your first question is, you receive a gift, but you do not know what is in it. Just to be sure, you also don't know who gave it to you. You're curious, so what do you do? A is open it now. B is open it later. C is get someone else to open it. D, suspect it's a mimic.
Oh my gosh.
D.
I feel like both me and Clint would be like, this is probably a mimic.
Probably. Do you want that to be your final answer?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with D.
When working on a project, do you focus on specific tasks at hand or the overall vision of the project? That's your next question.
I'm taking a BuzzFeed quiz.
Taking the BuzzFeed quiz. I'm Matthew. Anyway.
Got it. I can safely say none of these came from BuzzFeed.
So, all right. I'm gonna say tasks at hand, cause like, does everyone remember the giant catfish fight where like I just crashed the boat into the shore to get the fish
Yeah.
off the boat? It was like, yeah. So like, the overall vision is we need to safely continue our journey. The task at hand is there's a fish flopping on the deck trying to eat us. There's another fish under us. Go away. That's the one I went with. So I'm gonna go with A.
Okay, fair enough. I like it. I like connecting what your characters have already done with these answers. That's very good. Okay. In a group, do you prefer to stick to the facts or contribute ideas and theories?
Yes.
You have to choose one or the other. It can't just be yes.
So, um,
Basically, I guess to add a bit more to this, do you prefer to sort of investigate, learn all the facts of a situation and all the details, or are you more so the brainstormer contributing different ideas or theories as to why these things could be without examining why things actually are?
this is one of those. I feel like both me and Clint are sort of a both, depending on the context of the situation. Like sometimes we'll go with, all right, we're gonna stick to objective facts and details. Other times we're gonna commit to brainstorming and bouncing ideas around, and it just depends on that situation.
Do you think there are more situations of one over the other?
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go with there are more instances of. I'm gonna go with more instances of B.
Ideas and theories? Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
I
So-
got a gift.
What?
I received a gift.
What?
Yeah, I received a gift.
On Steam?
No.
No, in person.
What is it?
It's a little drawing of a frog that says frog.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It was a very important delivery that needed to be
It
made
sure was.
ASAP.
You overnighted it. and it's out
Anyways,
there
carry
anyway.
on.
Okay. So, your next question, I don't even have to ask this. Do you like puns? First answer choice is love 'em.
Wow.
Second is a little. Third is spare me.
I feel like there was a missed opportunity with this answer choices.
What's the missed opportunity?
Just to like, I don't know, work
them
a
to be
pun in there.
puns.
Yeah, there'd be puns in the answers somehow.
Yeah. I guess I could have done that, but yeah.
This is not a contest. It's A. Like,
Yeah.
we don't do that.
That's an easy one that everyone knew, depending on the character, what they would respond with. So, next one. Sorry, Microsoft was telling me that an update is ready. Not now. Are you often late? Yes, no, or it doesn't start until I arrive, so never.
The party don't start till I walk in. That's what I thought you were going for.
Party don't start till I walk in.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
definitely C.
Wow.
All right. Copy that. Okay, so.
I'm actually deleting my Discord.
You
Just
won't.
right this moment. Don't have to do that. So,
Yep, don't.
your basic approach to life is I'm gonna hit enter on these answer choices because they're a little bit long. To take one day at a time and have fun. To figure out what life is all about. Help others, be happy and succeed. To plan for the future and make it as good as possible. Time to put your thinking cap on.
All right, Minecraft villager. Huh.
It's a 51-49 choice between A and C.
Between A and C.
All right, hold on, Josh. My answer's incoming.
Okay. Okay, nice. So between A and C. Okay.
You are still working on your last question?
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
gave
gosh.
I gave them the creative freedom, you know?
I didn't
I was
realize it took that
between-
long.
I was between two, and one of them was like, I don't know, I feel like a predictable answer, so I went with the other one. But
Yeah. So between A and C, Clint, which one is 51%?
I think it's C.
Okay. And then the final question, like the other ones have gotten. What do you prefer, to lead a team or to follow a team?
Alright, so this is where me and Clint are gonna differ a little bit,
That's fine.
actually. So I generally prefer B, as evidenced by Shadow Pirates and pretty much everything I do at Amazon.
Yep.
Clint is actually a bit more content to just follow along. Unfortunately, the rest of the party is usually quite cautious, and so he ends up having to impulsively lead the charge into complete and utter darkness.
I feel like that's pointed at somebody in particular.
Yeah, everybody.
All right.
Got him.
It's like, he would be perfectly content just following along, but no, he keeps getting thrown in first.
So I guess, based on that, right, you're sort of thrust into the leadership position sometimes, but the character's preference ends up being to just follow along.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Okay. I think that's good to sort of get to the realness of the character. So, we're on to our strongly agree versus disagree questions. Do you need me to repost the scale at all?
It was strongly agree all the way to strongly agree, right?
Yup, it's cyclical.
I was like, wait a minute, you said strongly agree twice.
Strongly disagree to strongly agree, my bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
goes in a full circle. Strongly agree, and we end back at strongly agree again.
It's actually just the Earth. Okay. So, let's see here. We're gonna do this question. So that's your first one. Strongly agree to strongly disagree.
for Clint, I'm gonna go with slightly agree to strongly agree.
Okay. I'm just gonna mark that as agree. I didn't really put a slightly in there.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. And then your second one, let's see. I get work done right away versus I procrastinate. So, for that one, do you more so get your work done or do you procrastinate?
Well, considering that Clint still hasn't started trying to teach his baby mimic how to shapeshift into a dagger, I'm gonna go with he has a tendency to procrastinate.
Oh, that's like top of the priority list, though.
Of course it is. New
That's
weapons
where
are
he
always
draws
a
the
good
line.
thing.
Alright, so
Oh,
procrastinate.
gosh.
Yeah, he definitely tends to procrastinate a little bit.
Okay. So, your open-ended question.
Okay.
Oh, how did we end up here? Okay.
Sorry.
Are you
I'm
okay?
sorry. I'm having a formatting issue here.
Okay. What is your favorite spell? I guess I have a pretty obvious answer for that one, actually.
Did I get an open-ended question?
Yes.
Yes.
What was it?
Favorite time of year.
Oh, right. I forgot. Carry on.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure each person got a different open-ended question as well.
Definitely vicious mockery.
Yes. Without a doubt. Okay. So that brings 3 out of 4 done, and then obviously, of course, I'll have to take a couple minutes to like synthesize all the
Calculate.
information and try to determine who gets what. So, last up is Joe, still working on his Excel ASMRs. So your first question, Joe,
Hello,
and this is
Joe Paladin here.
There it is. I'm gonna put the question and answer choices in the chat as well because it's another long one. So your first one is sort of completing the sentence. I feel good about myself when I can do things that are difficult. I can solve problems or figure things out. I can help other people, or I'm appreciated or rewarded for things that I do.
Well, it depends, Mr. Question Asker. What is difficult?
Oh, gosh. He doesn't get a
Things
dragon
that you
anymore.
would- things that you would struggle to.
What struggle?
Say you were to. Actually, in order to demonstrate this, the dragon
Joe.
very slowly and carefully sort of like flaps its wings once or twice and like lifts off the ground a little bit. Do what I just did, he says.
Joe starts flapping his arms wildly. Wait, actually, Joe's frozen, isn't he?
No. So this is your instance now. So you can move freely. You just can't interact with anybody else except for the dragon. So as you try to like flap your arms and stuff, he would say, "That is something you're struggling with."
Joe
Or you find
casts some
difficult.
hover.
You don't have that. Hover's not a thing, is it?
No, it's not.
I'm like second guessing myself for a second.
I like the pause though.
There's always a chance, right? I'm not.
It is in the custom one I found.
It's on this homebrew site, the D&D5thedition.com or whatever.
I found it when I was going through my Excel tutorials.
There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
It also depends. What is rewarded?
When you are given something for doing a task.
Can't actually very clearly articulate it.
It's like trying to go with a follow-up question. It's like, oh, that actually makes sense. Is this gonna turn into Patrick Star trying to order the Krusty Krab?
Hey, you got the reference.
It's Squidward just banging his head against the cash register when he asks if it's secured to go.
That's
My
me
favorite
right
is, yeah, it
now.
does like a 2 hours later cut, and he finally decides, he goes, "Do you want ketchup with that?"
It's like, oh no.
Face pops. No, wait.
Oh, customer service.
I think C.
I clicked away for a second. See. Okay. I think that's very fitting as well. Yeah. I think I would have been surprised if. No, actually, all those would make sense. But the C, I think, makes the most sense. So, next question: when faced with a problem, do you rely more on your head or your heart? Head. Your first answer is head and reason, so thinking things through, or B, heart and empathy.
Oh my god!
The dragon just breathes fire at Joe Paladin.
The
Yeah.
dragon just burns us all alive.
I was gonna give you eggs, but this nincompoop.
You ruined it for us.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, seeing as I'm literally alive because of my heart, I think it's my heart.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The other joke I was gonna make is that it takes so long that by the time Joe Paladin comes back out of this, everybody else is already gone.
There are actually just 4 fully grown dragons.
Oh my
Oh
god.
dear.
Okay. Question 21. Do
What's
you
funnier
fall
than
asleep
24?
without noticing? Yes, no, or what is sleep?
Sleep?
Why did you
I
give him
feel like
that up?
no, I feel like Joe Paladin has to know what
I
sleep
know.
is.
I don't. We've slept before.
We've
I don't know. Usually we're split anyway because nobody likes it when I sleep near them. But
This
so-
isn't a question about sleeping together. This is a question of do you
do
Never
you fall
mind.
asleep without noticing?
yeah, do you
Yes.
Question mark?
Is this a trick question?
No.
None of these and all of these are all both not true questions.
Oh god.
So, do you fall asleep without noticing? No. Okay. Do you feel lonely when you are alone? That's just an easy yes or no.
Has Joe Paladin ever been alone?
What does it mean to be alone?
Oh, that's a very loaded question, man.
Yeah. This one. Hold on. That's a weird autocomplete. Okay, what does it mean to be? Simply means being by yourself without other people present or involved. It's a physical state of being without other people.
Bless you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Bless you. Stop it.
I'm sorry, I have to sneeze.
You get one more, and then it's
That's your
over.
quota.
Tell that to my nostrils. I can't help it.
Just inhale it. Just keep it in. Just.
That's a pretty accurate comment, honestly. Oh, I'm just now looking at the chat for the first time. Hi, Bree. that would be a good depiction of the interaction. Except you do finally get a response, but definitely those two other panels are just like sitting there and contemplating it for like probably a good 15-20 seconds. Before he would give that answer of like being by yourself without other
Follow-up
people.
question: what does it mean to feel lonely?
Feeling disconnected or isolated.
What's isolation?
That's fair.
Joe-
Isolate is too big
Joe,
of a word for Joe.
Joe, when you're laying in bed at night and no one's with you, do you feel sad?
What's sad?
Allie just screamed from across the room.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Do I feel lonely when I am alone? Well, I'm not.
Do you miss your
I don't know if
companion?
I've ever been like alone, except for when I sleep. Are you asking if I feel lonely when I sleep?
Yeah, I feel like this was a bad question to ask him, DM.
It's producing an interesting result, but
This is entertaining, at least.
Yeah, it's just how do you ask someone who's never been alone if they feel lonely when they're alone?
how do you ask someone with a solid IQ of like 5?
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Well, you know what?
This
Maybe
is
I'll
like-
be alone now.
This
How
is,
about
this
that?
is literally like asking a baby, "Do you feel lonely?" Like the baby doesn't understand what.
I'm trying to
loneliness
make
is
it like Josh is trying to talk philosophy and psychology with a child.
Oh, there is something under me. I was like, "What's sticking out from underneath me?" It's Joe.
It's
It's
Joe.
just
See,
Joe.
I'm not alone.
It's
This is
not
a simple yes or no question.
Yeah, I could see how it could be taken philosophically. The intention is not to be overly philosophical, like we're not in a college level course. It's just kind of like when you're sitting alone, do you feel isolated? Do you feel as though there's nobody else?
I mean, nobody's immediately around me.
So the
So-
logical answer would probably be
Yes.
Yeah. okay. There we go. We got there. Okay, so this one, I need to not put this in stream chat. This needs to go in the Roll20 chat. There's a fork in the road. You are told treasure is on the right-hand side, or on the right path. What do? Do you go right? Do you go left? Do you turn around? Or do you flip a coin?
Do
Or let's
you,
go.
do you turn
Oh,
around?
he asked me a question with a slang saying. I'm gonna have a field day with this one.
What's the slang?
What is a fork?
Oh, right. 'Cause the
Why is the
definition of-
fork in the road? What does that mean? Why does the
God.
road have silverware? Is the road eating dinner?
Oh no.
This is when the road reanimates and actually eats you. No.
That makes
He
more
will
sense than a fork.
How does the road reanimate? Was it?
The
Like,
road was once
that-
alive.
Yeah, that indicates that it was once animated.
That indicates our roads were at one point sentient.
It could have been. Actually, you guys remember the worm from SpongeBob? It was basically just that.
Yeah.
No.
I like
I
all
know.
the SpongeBob references we're popping tonight.
Oh, it's great.
I don't know.
Trying to find a
Mel.
reference to the fork in the road.
So, to describe a fork in the road, he would say when you're on a path and you see the path going two different directions, but you're only one person, so you can only go one way
Why can't I go both ways?
because
Oh
you
my
are
God.
one person.
What if
You
I
can
go
only-
one way and then go the other way?
You.
What if the
can-
dragon
way
just
would you go
kills
first?
Joe? Like, just.
Which
Also-
way do you choose to go first? I think would be the best way to.
There we go.
Where's Joe?
Joe's underneath me.
Oh, I see.
Oh, good lord.
While
Going
you're
to break out of
debating,
his temporal stasis and just stab him.
I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle. I feel like this is gonna take a few
You're gonna go
minutes.
fold your water bottle.
Fill up.
Alright,
I
for
am
the
congested.
sake of actually progressing in the campaign, Joe will eventually get to flipping a lens cap.
Oh god, there's actually a picture of a fork in the road.
This is what I'm imagining. This is what I'm looking for.
Thank you, Muppet.
You're gonna
movie.
have to start drawing him pictures to answer these questions. When the
Oh,
road do
boy.
this, which way you choose go first?
You're gonna love the next question. Then if I just start drawing stuff out.
Oh no.
So your
You
choice
have to
would be
Dora
D
the
then.
Explorer this.
Yeah. So your choice would probably be flip a coin or lens cap. That's a distract.
Men's
That's a
cap.
podcast reference. That's a distractible reference.
Yeah.
I wrote some of these
Men's
questions
cap.
again, intending certain people to get them. That did not work out this way.
I got it. I got it. I
Josh,
just
you're in charge
forgot
of who got asked what question.
to react.
Josh, you're in charge of who got asked what question.
Not exactly, because I didn't get to. I only chose the order of who goes first. I didn't have any choice after that.
Oh.
So you are rolling dice.
I'm not rolling. I literally asked after every person who wants to go next. So, next question: how important is it for you to be liked by others?
How many questions left does he have?
Well, basic math says this is the second to last question.
All right, I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle for real.
Okay.
Like
Hold your water
by
bottle
others.
again.
So is it very
You're
important?
refilling the
Who
water
cares?
bottle. I see.
Or I like me? Which answer would you give?
What? When you say liked by others, like loved, like they love me?
Yes.
No. Fondness to a lesser degree.
What is fondness to a lesser degree? I
Jesus
don't
Christ.
understand that concept.
Think love, but at a lesser level.
Is that possible?
Yes.
But how do you love somebody less?
That's how you describe it. If you love somebody less, you like them.
But you can feel affection for somebody or you don't. How would you feel partial affection?
Emotions are rather complicated. You'll learn things as you go on.
But then what does that mean? How would I know if I want to be liked by others?
Because would you rather people have a positive or a negative reaction to you?
What's positive?
reaction? That was pretty close to what he said. He's saying, "What's a positive?" A response. So if the dragon speaking here, if I say something, what you do next is a reaction.
Yes.
Okay, so how important is it then for someone to have a positive or a negative reaction to you?
I mean, I just kind of like follow 3 people around.
Can the dragon face palm?
How important is it to you that they like you?
I like me.
Oh God.
That's okay. I put that answer in there as a failsafe. So there's that answer. Okay. So, final question of these multiple choice questions. What do you prefer? To lead a team or follow a team?
Boy, I
Oh
wonder.
gosh, his open-ended questions are gonna take the rest of the 2 hours.
Oh, for sure. That's why he's getting the easiest one.
The fact
Actually,
that it's
no.
only been an hour is sending me.
Oh, never mind. His open-ended question is probably one of the more complex ones.
Oh,
Great!
good God.
Because there are multiple
All
different
right,
answers. of course.
we might have
I
to
should've
break.
saved-
We might have to break character and just answer for Joe.
I should have given Joe the time of your question.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well-
so what would you prefer, to lead or to follow?
It's tricky because typically Ashwa's supposed to lead, but she likes to hide behind us, and then I have to lead.
I'm gonna kill him.
But would you prefer to be leading, or would you prefer that someone else would lead and you would follow?
I would prefer if Ashwa led.
Okay, there's the answer.
Ashwa specifically?
Or
Lila,
Azaria.
do not bark
Clint
out that
doesn't
window.
seem to like leading that much, and I like Clint. I mean, I love Clint. See, I don't know what likes are. I love Clint, so I
Oh my
don't know.
gosh.
I don't know if Clint should lead. But Ashwa or Azaria seem good at this leading thing. I just like doing as told.
Okay, that works. So I'm gonna repost the rankings here for your agree/disagree questions.
What does it mean to agree with? Oh, I'm just kidding. We won't have this exchange.
It is interesting when like there are certain questions that come up like that because
Wait, who just
some of that
disconnected?
is in character. I don't see anybody who actually did.
I just clicked the sound. I'm sorry.
You have a disconnect out?
Yes.
That's funny. I didn't even hear the sound.
So.
Ammunition depleted.
Okay.
Thanks,
What?
Paul.
All right.
Oh,
Why
and
do I have
Flint
access
actually
to
went.
the nitro sounds?
Oh,
Whoops. That's bookmarks.
is he coming back?
Oh yeah. Well. This is.
What happens?
He's typing. So my internet decided to end.
No, his
Okay.
internet cut out.
So we will. He'll be right back.
Don't do that.
We will
Oh, he's
continue-
back!
Yeah.
Yay!
So,
I
Joe, your
imagine he's still
first.
connected.
your
So,
first rank
so
question.
please do not start any combat sessions or anything like that because I am joining off my phone.
Flint, wait, we just got into a huge combat session. You're going first.
Yeah, he answered all of his questions in the past 15 seconds.
And then we finished a lot of other things.
We actually just speed ran the campaign. We're actually about to face the big E.
We're in the final boss.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
everyone knows my backstory now.
You have
I'm
a
gonna throw my
backstory?
phone.
Your big backstory is that you didn't have a backstory.
It was
My big
amnesia all
backstory.
along.
I mean, for the first couple months that we did this, I didn't have a backstory.
But we got there. We got there.
Yeah, we did. I did it. It's still kind of a work in progress because I'm literally still changing. Well, I finished changing stuff today.
I strongly enjoy meeting new people.
All right.
I love meeting new people, in fact. I like to tell them I'm Joe, and usually they
You
tell
like?
me their names, and then
You
we're best
like?
friends.
You like to? You like?
This is a hard word.
I'm sorry. You don't love to tell people you like?
So when using Excel, there are specific code words that work well for the transitioning macro.
No, that
Why
that
is
was
your
John Bowl. That was
default to
good.
go to Excel now? I'm so confused. What happened in your character growth, man?
You press Control plus N, you can create a new document to make a new character growth.
I like the idea of the split personality.
He has a third personality that is excellent at deflecting from things.
No.
All right,
Can
I'm
his
gonna,
internet die again?
I'm gonna actually remove.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. No, nothing happened.
Okay, that was
fine.
the noise.
So, for your second one, I did not ask this one to the bards because it's an obvious answer. What? That's not the right chat. That is stream chat.
Whoa.
Um,
Hi, Ramona.
Hi, Ramona.
we are currently doing a personality test for all of these.
Whoa, why didn't
Oh.
I get... Oh, wait, because we all got different questions.
There we go.
I was like, why didn't I get that one?
Yeah, I figured it would be very boring if everyone was getting the same questions, so I made sure to write questions for every person.
Yeah, but I want to answer the questions too.
That would be included.
Yeah, I like answering questions. And taking forever to figure out what my favorite animal is.
Neutral.
I'm gonna cry. My internet died after I said I wasn't allowed to
I think
die.
that
Oh,
is
no.
the first
Oh,
neutral
no.
answer.
Does Joe get performance anxiety? Can he perform under pressure? I mean, he does.
What is this? An
Joe
interview?
takes PEDs.
So, this is gonna be fun. Joe, your open-ended question. What is your favorite gem?
Oh God, does he even know gems?
He's not gonna know what a gem is.
He's interacted with them before because you all had the door to get in here.
Yeah,
And
right.
There were
But-
other times besides that as well. So
My
he
favorite
understands
gem-
the concept.
My favorite gems are my three friends, Ashwa, Azaria, and Clint, because they're gems of individuals.
Alright, well that is a perfect answer.
Okay. You know
Does,
what?
Does he understand what gem means? He didn't have to ask for a definition for that one?
No.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. So that is all questions have now been answered. So,
Woo!
Can I do a
I'll
couple
need-
more bonus questions?
No!
no.
No.
No, absolutely
more.
not.
So,
In fact, we're never doing this again.
since two things. Since we're all obviously a group of people and this is being streamed, we have two options. We can either take a short intermission where I work with this data and then quickly sort of determine who gets what kind of dragon egg, or we continue with the session and then after I just say, oh, here's the dragon egg that you all got, and then it's just magically with you as if you had it since this moment. So which would you all rather do?
Dragon or the egg?
Maybe an intermission?
Yeah, intermission's fine.
Intermission.
Okay.
It'll also give Flint time to maybe reset his internet.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Don't jinx it for me.
Everything's totally fine. Okay.
It's great.
Oh, okay. I understand why that looks the way it does.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm drawing something and I couldn't figure out why there was a line where there's a line, and I figured out why the line is there.
Why is there a line where there's a line?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why I put the line there. Technically, I didn't put the line there. It's complicated.
Okay. Fair enough.
Anyways,
Yeah.
thank you. We will take a brief intermission. Please grab a snack, go get water, go hug a parent or a dog, and I don't know.
You guys are hearing this too, right?
Yeah. So
it's
tired.
breaking up every now and again. So it's like,
Again?
Everything's
Take a
against
hug
Melanie
up.
today.
Wait, if we're hugging things, can I go hug Joe real quick?
Please.
You don't know that Joe said that. You have no context.
Alright.
I don't know what happened while my internet was
We'll
gone,
be
so-
back after this brief intermission. Hang tight, everybody.
Okay.
And we're back. Thank you
All
for
right.
enjoying the intermission.
Yeah, so I have everybody's results from the personality test. So, what happens at this point is Umaroth lets out a similar roar. Let me see if I can play that again for everybody. It was a fun little.
Right, because it worked so well the first time.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to see if it can work.
Right,
It's like a test. Because I could hear it, and it's really loud, and it's supposed to be sounding like a very specific character from a very like a thing that all of us know.
Are you
So maybe they
sure
can-
that all of us know it?
Never mind. You and Flint would probably not know it, but
Oh,
me, Paul, and Mel would.
I
What
would
is
know
it
it.
from?
Oh,
Were you guys able to hear it or no?
No.
no.
Okay.
But what is it? What is it from?
It's actually from Pokemon.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no, I would not.
Let me change.
What
the
Pokemon was
music
it?
A little bit here.
What Pokemon was it?
Dialga.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Ooh. Oh. Ominous.
Yeah.
Let me turn off the loops. For
The dragon
other
is about to
one.
eat us.
Okay, so a very similar roar to. I guess it's not revealed it now. Dialga's sound using Roar of Time essentially is the sound that we're going with here, and everybody comes back to the same instance. So everybody starts moving properly again, and Vral is still in the same position. And at this point, he says, "And now we have our results, determined by Umaroth. Each of you will receive a dragon egg based on your honest responses in our personality test. This has been a way to evaluate your true nature and to see which dragon you're most worthy of. So,
How do you know we weren't lying? Question. Just
Do you ask that?
like, how do you? Okay, let me rephrase that. How do you know that the answers we gave were truthful? Like,
because the only person that's harmed from them being not truthful is you.
I guess.
So, he will send good old Mucklemore here to
Right,
grab
Macklemore.
4
No.
Mucklemore
Mucklemore.
to grab 4 different dragon eggs. So he kind of walks back here, but we're gonna say he walks off a little bit. He comes back about 30 seconds later with 4
Eggs!
different eggs all sort of floating in front of him.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Shiny.
The first one is a similar color to the Dragonborn that you all have with you.
I don't know what color he is.
Yeah, what color is he?
It's described as brass, which let me get an actual color
There.
description here.
That's not brass, Mel.
In my head, this is what brass looks like.
It's like
Coppery-ish?
no, it's like more. I would describe it as like a soft gold.
Soft gold.
Yeah,
Really?
so like sort of a washed out gold color.
So like this?
Gold, but
I
not
don't know.
shiny gold.
I don't know what you're trying to show here. Which screen is this on?
See, it's you can't really do
Ugh.
brass without
It looks
Like-
muddy.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
a
wait, that's the same wood.
Basically, for those of you at home, you can just Google images for brass, and that's sort of the color.
Look.
I'm gonna make sure that gold is specifically different. Okay, it is a little bit different. Gold is more shiny. Okay. So Vral takes in both of his hands the brass dragon egg first, and he slowly and carefully walks over to Joe.
boy. I was like, who's it gonna go to? Could it be the guy who is that color?
Yeah.
Oh
So
boy.
the
What'll it
answers
be?
the answers did align most closely with that alignment personalities for Brass Dragon. I don't want it to feel like it's just that because he is one. That would be unfair. So, Vral carefully will be handing it to Joe, and before he releases the egg, he asks, "Do you have it?" Meaning, are you holding it? Do you have it securely in your hands?
Joe seems to realize his hands have touched the egg and tightens them and says, yes.
Okay. So he then lets go.
Joe drops the egg.
God damn it.
Oh my gosh.
No, he does it. He holds the egg.
So the egg feels very warm to the touch. Nothing happens immediately, though. So next one is, okay, computer, stop telling me that you're gonna update.
The next one is a
It's
computer update.
It's for my laptop off to the side here. It's like, we're gonna update 15 minutes. It's like, actually, don't do that. I'm in the middle of something here. Next one up is Flint. So he walks back over. This time he takes the silver egg.
Ew.
And he will walk it very carefully over to where Clint is standing. He holds it out for you to take.
I reach out with both hands and, hold the egg from the bottom so I don't drop it.
Okay. And he'll ask you, same thing, do you have it?
Affirmative.
Good. He lets go, and he steps back towards where the eggs are. This one feels a little bit cooler, but it's sort of like a faint humming almost coming from it. I'm glad everybody got on the line. Thank you.
Eggs.
I realized I was the only one not in line.
So, for Azaria, he takes a bronze egg, and he'll walk it over to you, and he will extend his arms out to you, holding it out to you.
Okay. I guess I kind of just look at the egg for a couple of seconds before just I guess more hesitantly reaching out to hold it. And, then I just kind of take it, I cradle my hands at the bottom of it. And then, as he hands it to me, I kind of wrap my hands around it and, almost like I'm, holding it to my chest as if I'm afraid to drop it or anything.
Okay. So seeing that, he sees that you clearly have it.
Do you squeeze it?
No, I don't squeeze it, but, I'm cradling it to my chest. Almost like you would a newborn, I guess.
That makes sense. Yeah. So with this one, it feels cold on the outside, but you feel warmth emanating from the inside.
Mm.
And
Fancy.
then last but not least, we have Ashwa, who the last egg floating in front of Muckamore is a gold egg. So he walks that over to Ashwa.
It matches my hair, right, guys?
Yup.
I'm sorry.
Looks just like it.
I didn't even do that on purpose. That's perfect.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Carry on.
No, that's perfect. I love it. He extends it out to you.
Oh, right. She extends her hands forward and very carefully, gently holds firmly enough to where it won't swash or anything, but to make sure she doesn't drop it.
Okay. And he says, "Do you have it?"
And Ashwa nods.
Okay. So, he then starts reading sort of simple explanations. For Joe, you received the brass dragon egg for having more of a chaotic good alignment with your character. Not necessarily a bad thing, just having your own rules, but also always trying to do good for the world. And you have traits of being very talkative and always wanting to learn new information, which I think is fitting. That I think is fitting part came from me, not from.
Okay,
Bless
yeah,
you.
that's a very fitting one. Thank you.
So for
Bless
Clint,
you.
I can hear from upstairs, so bless you. For
Thanks,
Clint,
guys.
for the silver, Varal says that this was the hardest choice. It was a toss-up between a silver dragon or a copper dragon, based
Ooh.
on you being cautious and witty with your answers, but also very friendly and your very sociable personality. But we leaned more towards you following the rules and laws of places you're normally in, trying to respect those and trying to do good in the world. So you more so led yourself to the silver dragon. For Azaria, you got the bronze dragon, which came from your curiosity and drive, sort of choosing to fight for what's right. And as far as we know, also following different rules and customs of the area that you find yourself in. Finally, we come to Ashwa, who received the gold dragon. This came from being wise and reserved in most of your interactions and answers. You leaned more so towards trying to find out as much as you can, but also not revealing much about yourself.
I'm big brain.
And you also will normally follow. Do you say that? No, you don't.
No, I don't. I do not. I do not. I keep that to myself.
That would have been really funny. You also tend towards more so following laws and customs of where you are to do good in the world.
Oh, was
Joe's
my
the wild
golden
card.
egg not good enough?
No, it's pale yellow. This is gold.
What?
Gold is more.
Why does that have a stinger on the end of it?
Because I was drawing with my mouse. What do you want from me? My God, the rest of them are like potato shaped.
Hey! Don't be mean to my eggs. Eggs.
Actually, I'll have you know that potatoes and eggs have two
Egg.
different structures. I'm just kidding.
No.
So, he thanks you for participating and joining their cause as far as trying to solve the Draco Rage or to protect yourselves from it. He then goes into more detail about the crown and what your next steps should be.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
It kind of, the way I drew Joe's egg, it kind of looks like he's holding on like to one of those like hacky sacks, sort of like, you know, when like
Kinda
you run
does,
away
yeah.
from home and you have a stick with a bag tied to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like that.
That does look like that, actually, yeah.
That's all.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on. I'm discovering that D&D Beyond will let you roll a lot of dice at once.
Yep.
I am currently up to 170 d20s, and I'm
That's
climbing
lot.
in number. Yeah,
Why are
I
you
don't know
doing
how far.
this?
Because I just
I don't
discovered it'll
know.
let me do that, and I'm gonna roll 214 d20. This is gonna break my computer.
Your computer's gonna implode.
Well, we now know what.
Oh, Allie's
Allie's
computer
doing
imploded.
downtime.
Allie, are you good? Allie broke.
Allie? Hello?
Well, that's unfortunate.
Do we add our
Oh my
dragon
God.
eggs to our inventory?
Wait,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What, did it crash?
No, it didn't. I just watched as it kept dropping them. Oh, that was an experience.
So 300. It definitely, the max is not 300.
Oh, so you've tried before?
No, I'm trying it right now. What happens if I roll
Oh.
350?
Guys,
I feel like we're playing with fire. So
It's fun.
I agree, but there's always a time and a place.
Yeah, but who says it's not right now?
I do.
Oh. Okay.
so how do we take care of these dragons when they hatch? Is there any important?
When will they hatch? How long do I have to prepare? I wasn't ready to be a parent.
I'll out of character, out of game for a second. You guys were already all parents because you had mimics.
This is true.
Right. No, to be fair, I also passed that along.
Yeah,
I have
you
not.
absolutely rejected.
So
the mimic.
wait.
Yeah, I think.
Joe Paladin has 3 pets now.
Well, if you count Cherry,
because-
4.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. He has a dragon egg.
'Cause
Well, he
got
has 2 mimics.
Yeah, the
A
chair,
chair.
and then the.
The dragon egg.
So then he has 4, because he has Azaria Jr.
Yeah.
and Joe Jr. and then Cherry.
That's exactly what Josh just said.
I
Yeah,
thought he
I mean,
said 3.
Cherry isn't. I would say Cherry's more of just like an inanimate object as a follower. But yeah, I guess.
Okay.
And that wasn't really a decision that I made. That was a decision that Azaria rejected, and then Joe took up.
Dang.
Yeah.
You put your mimic up for adoption.
Oh no.
No.
It was
Because-
slightly worse. The mimic was never accepted in the first place.
Oh!
Yeah. I
You
mean,
orphaned your mimic.
No, because I was never their parent to begin with.
So
I
You abandoned.
I'm not. I don't want to. Parenthood is a lot.
So then what? Are you going to give them back your egg?
No.
Egg? Oh, wait, I left part of the egg behind. Hang on.
My egg.
Put that
You
back.
broke my.
I'm putting that back. I don't know why it only did that much.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, my dragon's gonna be autistic just like me.
Oh man, that's rough, buddy. Do we have?
I added my egg.
Just make sure. Do we have any other questions or thoughts before we move on?
Can I put the egg in my backpack?
How long is it gonna be before these eggs
Right.
hatch?
That was the original question before we derailed. Okay.
I asked the question of the
So-
day. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
So you guys have progressed what, like 20-something days in.
What's the moon cycle?
That's
what-
That's what I'm getting close to.
Oh, okay, carry on.
So, just to keep it simple, keep it aligned.
Keep
We could
it
say-
stupid simple. No.
Keep it simple,
No, but-
stupid. Piss.
Yeah,
I say we
piss,
adopt piss
yeah.
policy.
What
Let's
Did you
piss.
say? Hold on. Did you say keep it stupid simple? Seriously,
Yeah.
or was that? It's,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
actual phrase is the 2 last ones flipped.
Activate
Yeah,
piss
I know.
policy.
Okay.
But I don't know, like for me it's like keep it stupid simple. Like how so simple that, a stupid person could do it. I don't know. I just
Now
I-
what we can say
I
is
like
keep
it better.
Simple, keep it simple enough that Joe can understand it, basically.
yeah.
How simple is that?
Negative
Very.
IQ. So they will hatch. Let's see, we're about 5 days off of the moon cycle. So just to connect the two, so we don't lose a detail here and there, we'll say that the eggs are magically protected and will hatch 5 days from now.
Oh my god, that is so soon.
That way, we don't miss the moon cycle, so you guys know to go back to that place for that other quest at that full moon. That's when they'll also hatch. That way, that's connected and we don't lose that.
This is all happening so suddenly.
Congratulations.
This is like, oh, congratulations, you're pregnant and you're gonna give birth in 5 days.
So Sims.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just
The-
put
the
it out
The
there.
other nice thing is, since dragons are more intelligent than most animals or pets or followers, they actually have their own independent thoughts and agendas and different things like that. So
So do babies, they just don't realize it.
point is, very early on, the dragons do
Silence.
realize. Yeah.
I'm gonna give Allie a minute. I'm gonna mute them. Josh, keep talking. And mute.
So, oh man, that was the whole thing. So the way also dragons develop, obviously much faster than humans do as well. How they're written is they have their own independent agendas, thoughts, etc. So they're more so co-controlled by both the player and the DM at the same time, mostly by the DM. As time goes on, we'll figure out what kind of balance we strike for each one of you. But if it becomes one of those things where like, hey, I just want to have my character, this dragon's cool, but I don't want to like be fully responsible, then that can just be something that we rule by the book as, DM controlled, alternate motives possibly, but along with the party for this reason.
Dragon gets angry with you if you reject it and it eats you.
Oh.
We're gonna try to rule that out. Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Hopefully.
But
Hopefully.
you never know. Obviously they won't be big enough to do that until, let's see, 5th edition makes it much simpler, so years. But
Are you sure it's just not another 5 days?
they go through each aging cycle in 5 days, and then in 20 days they actually hit the end of their life.
Stop!
Terrifying.
Oh, that's a problem to save.
Yeah, the concept of a 20-day lifespan is kind of horrifying.
Let's
That is
keep
kind
this
of
on a lighter
horrifying,
note, shall we? Josh, keep
Yeah.
going, please.
Yes.
No, let's start
will
contemplating what
hatch-
happens to our characters after death.
They will hatch 5 days from now, so you get to sort of raise them from that. Via each character, we can have it. Do you want the raising to be more automated, controlled by me, or do you want to have more of an active involvement? Obviously, there's more benefits to having an active involvement, but it would not be required. So we'll just have that balance based on character, whoever wants it. As far as the crown goes, so at the end of last session, you all were informed that the wizard Hayes would have more information on this crown and how it will be protecting Joe Paladin from the Draco Rage specifically. So your next step or your next goal, I would say, is to return to Hayes' tower, which definitely everybody remembers exactly where that is.
Yep.
And you'll be able to sort of ask her more questions about it there. Just to give a time frame, since you all are in Rico, her tower is more next to Cedramore. You would make that 2-day travel back towards Cedramore from Rico. So you have a couple different options. You can do that, go there, and then deal with that, and then possibly come back here for your thing in 5 days at Stargazer's Lake, which is basically right next to Rico. Or you're able to do more things in Rico until that 5 days. Your dragons hatch, you deal with Stargazer's Lake, and then you go to Hayes. If it was me, I would choose going immediately back to Hayes, but it's up to you all what you would want to do. That's sort of the options that are outlined. If you guys need a reminder of like what else is in the town of Rico as well, we can transition to that screen real quick just so you guys can see. Just let me know what you all are thinking.
I mean, I guess it makes sense to head off to Hayes' tower before the dragons are born, probably.
Okay. And then maybe she has more information about how to take care of dragons and raise dragons as well, possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, y'all could discuss, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
Ooh,
if everybody is in agreement, or if you guys have, like, different ideas or things like that.
I'm on board.
Okay, I was like, hello.
Yeah, I know.
I was just waiting for everyone else to finish.
Gotcha. Paul?
I zoned out a little bit, but yeah.
I'm in.
Okie dokie.
Okay. So, Ashwa taking the leadership role.
I don't know why y'all keep hyping up that.
It's not that I'm not taking a leadership role, it's that
You zoned out.
I stopped paying attention there for a second, yeah.
Right.
Which I
Well.
could see how that could happen because that was like a good figure, so me just talking. So Could see how that would happen.
I want to take my eggs
let's-
with me. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
you guys can
dear.
take all the eggs.
All
with you.
3 of them.
How are they
Okay.
moving farther away when I'm walking?
Hold
Well,
on.
we can just say that they're all with you. Like we don't have to
What?
be constantly moving them, because if we were constantly moving them all the time, it would be a bit of a pain. Because I don't unless we can group them with your tokens, but I don't remember how to do that.
All right, no, mine is in me pocket.
Okay.
I deleted me. Wait.
Yep.
There
I'm
it is.
sorry.
once
Yes.
a week.
Sorry.
Yep. I am so glad.
I'm so
that,
sorry.
When me and the friend were going over stuff, they were just like, "Yeah, make sure you have a master list of all your tokens because they will be deleted at least once a session."
How do I put me back? Where am I?
Knowing
I'm
the
getting
friend
it.
you're talking about makes that all the better.
Yeah.
I got
I'm
it.
in there. I'm in the campaign and do it to them too.
And so, just based on experience, this is gonna happen. Okay.
Oh my god.
What? Did
Nothing.
you delete yourself again? Okay.
No.
So,
Nothing.
Do you all have any other business you would like to attend to before heading out to Haze's Tower?
Do you have a dragon egg carrier for sale? Or do we just stuck it in her backpack?
They can provide special bags that'll be like a magical protection for each.
Yeah, I would like one, please.
Dragon egg, yeah.
I can pay
And,
for it. I have money.
No,
I
so they.
aspire.
So Moslin over here.
The pretty
hands
one.
Hands one to each of you,
Ooh.
and doesn't require any payment for it.
Oh, we love muslin.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, anything else you all would like to do before heading out to Haze's Tower?
I'm chilling.
Okay, I just always want to make sure I ask, just so I'm not railroading or anything like that. So, I will actually ask you all because I can go either way. It's a 2-day trip. Do we feel like me rolling for a random encounter, or do we want to just get to the tower?
I'm indifferent.
I think there are several things that could potentially go wrong in traveling, and we need to play out every step there.
Okay.
I'm with Paul.
Sure.
All right, everybody. 1 square to the left. I tripped.
Just right off the bat, just going perfectly smooth.
Roll to move 5 feet. Imagine it's like one of those campaigns. So sometimes you have to do that. Like you have to roll to do any action.
That's a little excessive.
Oh, there goes Ashwa.
That would
I'm
be
going.
pretty tough.
We're leaving. Are we?
Yeah,
There,
so let me
much easier.
clear this off here, and then I will move you all to where we are navigating. There we go. So you all are sort of making your way down the road.
The wagon.
Back towards Sedgemore, and it just happens to take you past the wagon again. Don't worry about that; it's empty now.
But what about Grant?
You guys haven't seen Grant since you left Sedgemore, actually.
What if he's dead? We just abandoned this guy.
Yeah, so you guys haven't seen him for a couple sessions now. But obviously, right?
Joe brings this up to Azaria specifically.
All right,
Grant?
Zaria, you figured that one out.
Hold on. Wait, what?
I
I was
can't help
focused.
but notice that the friendly dwarf that helped us a while back and professed that he maybe loved all of us. It was hard to say, but we didn't like him very much. Oh, there's that word again. We didn't love him very much because we thought he was evil, but then he wasn't evil. He actually was just generally helpful. That guy, Grant, where has he been?
Oh my god, I forgot about Grant.
Exactly.
Like
That's
like,
why I'm raising this to you specifically.
completely.
See, we have to be careful because I think Clint and Oshwa wouldn't really care. So that's why I'm telling you.
Whoa!
Hey!
Look at Oshwa trapezing away over there.
Where did we leave Grant?
Another excellent
parted
question,
ways with us,
Zarya, with the
this
naturally
week,
black.
Caleb.
Oh wait, what was it? What was the thing I have to click? Oh yeah, Zarya, who may possibly be a werewolf, but we're not certain yet.
Minotaur.
Oh, no,
Minotaur.
no, yeah, it was that.
Sorry, I'm running.
It wasn't a werewolf.
I have a few too many running gags. I'm starting to forget them.
You gotta write them down.
I gotta write all these down.
Gotta take notes.
So,
Yeah.
do you think we should? Hey, DM, where did we leave Grant?
So we just had this conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm double checking my notes for, because I
completely forgot about him. Like, I completely forgot he existed because he and Mucklemore became the same person in my mind.
Oh, interesting.
I was like, yes, we have this person with us. Yes, it is that person. Whoops.
Interesting.
Yeah,
We
wow.
parted ways with him when we went to Rico. He just kept sailing down the river.
Oh, that's
So,
right.
yeah.
He just
That
sailed
long
away.
ago?
He sailed off the edge of the world.
Well, no.
I forgot our world was flat.
Yeah, listen, I'm sure he's fine, Joe. I'm sure that
But yeah,
we'll,
the last
we'll
time
meet-
you guys,
we'll meet up with him again whenever we need him.
When
to be
the
there.
stars align.
He seems to find us whenever we need him. Does that make you feel better?
I think so.
Well, what do you mean you think so? What?
Well, he just seemed like a nice guy, and now he's gone. Like forever.
But he'll be back.
He'll go back.
Will he? He
Yeah.
seemed to kind of sail away amicably on a boat. Almost
Yeah,
as if there's a larger power that didn't really know what to do with him in this progressing story that we seem to be increasing at the center of, and therefore removed him from the scene without having to explain why he would come back, because he would go to a faraway land and just use that as an explanation to the rest of our lives.
Yeah, and
I
I'm
think
sure
Joe's
said
having an
power
existential
will
crisis.
somehow bring him back into our lives when we need him most for some reason, unbeknownst to us.
I do hope this unseen power does so, as if there was a token of Grant you could just drop in when we needed him most.
Yeah, and I'm sure that wherever Grant is now, he's being taken care of by said potential omnipotent.
Omnipotent.
Enemy. Don't hurt yourself, kid.
Amoeba power.
Omnipotent. I can't. I'm gonna wind up saying a bad word. So we're just, all-knowing entity. Anyways.
So to properly answer the question, you guys last saw Grant when you were sailing back from Stargazer's Lake up the river.
Yeah.
And you were about to head out to Rico. That was the last time you saw him.
Yeah.
I thought we saw him here.
No.
Or was that Mucklemore?
So
I think that was Mucklemore.
Yeah, because you guys encountered Mucklemore.
Right, yeah, Mucklemore.
Right
we landed here, and he thought this belonged to someone he knew.
Yeah.
Well, for this specific encounter, yes. But you guys first encountered Mucklemore when you arrived at the Dragon Riders Guild, because he was standing at that front door.
He was trying to figure out how to get in,
Yeah.
We did it for him, because we're so smart.
Yes.
If he's a guild member and he didn't know how to get into his own guild, isn't that a little worrisome?
Yeah, what's with that?
Just out of
DM.
curiosity.
So there's actually a legitimate explanation for that. So occasionally, what will happen? You guys, I forget
changed
who's
the password.
So almost. So I forget who's read Harry Potter and who hasn't. In one of the Hogwarts houses, I loved this idea. Instead of a password or something, the door changes for different riddles. No, different riddles and different puzzles. It's for the Ravenclaw common room, and each time it's a new riddle, and you have to sort of like figure out the answer. If you don't know the answer, somebody else has to come along who knows it. That was in the 7th book. And so I borrowed that idea and I said, oh, okay, there can be different puzzles that are required for entry just at some points during like the week or month or what have you. And that sort of increases the overall intelligence of the guild and then keeps out people who they would not want in there.
Yeah, see, I was like, oh, I don't remember that, bless you, Mel. And then you were like, it was in the 7th book, and I'm like, I never finished the 6th book. No, wait, I never finished the 5th book.
I own them all. If you want to finish the series in 2025,
Yeah,
15
maybe.
years after the last movie.
You know, maybe.
Yeah. But I digress. So that's that whole explanation.
Got it.
And then yeah, you guys ran into Mucklemore pretty early after getting to Rico, so that might explain why he was kind of replaced. In your head, Mel, you're
Yeah.
still doing this.
Doing what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm looking at the stream right now.
No?
Was she? Oh, I see. I was like, what is she doing? And then
Look,
it
I
popped
think
up.
I'm getting sick. I'm allowed to be a little chaotic.
A little loopy.
Yeah, that too. Also, Paul's MIA.
What do you mean?
I'm still with the rest of the party.
Okay, I'm gonna take this moment of confusion and chaos to go to the bathroom.
Alright, guys, are we going down this
Did
road or
everybody-
not?
did
Woo!
everyone else's icons move on their own? I've been saying it the whole time.
No, Mel's the only one that's moving around.
Ah.
What?
What?
Huh?
Look at that. Look how I moved without a yellow line. It's
That's crazy. Did we say that's crazy at the same time?
I think.
I think so, yeah.
Now look at how I move with the yellow line.
Oh.
Actually,
Any
Paul,
random
you'll get to this
encounter?
I'll
Sorry,
I'll
carry
get
on.
to that in a second. Once Allie gets back, I'll decide that. Paul, in the scene where each person was taking the egg, it was kind of the feeling of when Halsey hands you Cortana, basically.
I was
Reach.
picking up that vibe, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the level I was going for there. So I'm glad that was picked up. Okay. You know what? Let's see what comes up if I roll for an encounter. Yeah,
I know, Bree, I feel the same. I'm sad I can't see when Asha moves around. I bet it's amazing. And I bet they all take it for granted. Because I'm so cool.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Thank you.
What?
We
I'm on this
support our
random
friends
site.
around here.
I'm not going to use this, but I'm on this random site to generate a combat encounter. Why is the result a green dragon?
Oh.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Oh, that's why I have too many characters. There's only 4.
Oh my god. Where is everybody?
We went to the left.
Just zoom out, bro.
Everybody's on that left side over there.
Oh god.
Okay, let's see if this could work.
I have a real life dragon.
Yeah, this is true, actually. I've seen it. I've
Yeah.
petted it.
He's on my shoulder.
Wait, like right now?
Yeah.
I'm coming over there.
Okay.
What else did I need?
So let me get tokens for that.
That's so cute.
He's out though. Oh yeah.
Is he sleeping on the windowsill?
No, he's on my shoulder.
Oh, that's right. You said that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Just figured
Okay.
I should do some mother-son time. Well, he's
So-
busy sleeping.
While you all are walking down the path, I'm gonna put you guys back at the far right again, just to, like, give you a chance to react to this.
Oh,
No!
good lord! I just
So,
moved from over
It
there.
happens. It happens at like maybe you've been traveling for about a day, so you're at about the midpoint between the 2 towns. So wilderness, right? Not many people around, right? We can say that you guys just did a long rest. You're on your 2nd day of the trip,
No one sees when we commit murder.
and you see 2 ogres.
Oh.
Do they have
At-
layers?
The,
Nope. You walk
That-
past
that-
unaccosted.
that happens so fast.
I'm sorry.
Wait,
No,
I
it's
didn't even
okay.
hear what
I
Allie
just-
said. What did they say?
You're not gonna get it because you haven't seen Shrek, but I said, do they have layers?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good one.
exactly.
And I was just like, this is. I mean, I figured we were gonna make Shrek jokes. I didn't even get finished saying what they were. So
I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. I think it's funny. So you can tell that they are just a pair, right?
Mhm.
They're together, and they're just walking
They're
across the path.
together?
They don't see you immediately, but you definitely see them sort of just walking straight along the path. Basically, the idea is that they are walking in this direction. So like from this top row of trees to the bottom row of trees, essentially, and the path is about 15 feet wide.
So they're
So we
no.
stay still and they do not see us.
That is an option. Yeah, I need to make them large as well.
Yeah, it's like a T-Rex.
Whoa, that one grew. Oh, hey, they're growing. Hey.
Oh, they inflated. It's
I'm
inflated.
sorry, I have to make sure. I have to make sure that they're
I
represented.
don't like
they are
that
large
description. I don't like that description that
Yeah.
he just used.
So,
What?
I wish to point out that Allie is right next to them.
Well, no,
What?
all
No?
four of you. I moved all four of you back over because this represents like
No.
day 2 of the trip.
No, Allie is definitely right here.
Allie's over
Allie is
here.
definitely
Refresh
right
your
here.
page.
Allie
Alright,
is here on
so-
my screen.
Your
Hold on.
internet's so good.
Okay, hold on.
So what you'll need to do is this is what I've done as well. I have my game and then I have the stream right up next to it. I can obviously deviate from the stream, but
Oh.
for everybody else, definitely have the stream because that's what we're basing it off of most of the time.
Hey guys, I found Allie.
So
Good job, buddy.
obviously, you guys have multiple options, right? You have this wagon here. You guys are probably
Wagon.
about 50 feet away. They obviously don't see you right this second. But based on what you guys choose to do, I might ask you to do something else, and etc. So, what would you all like to do?
So they're going. Change
Yeah, they're going like this direction.
this
Just
way.
to be
Oh, they're
clear. Yes.
patrolling. We
Can
could try and
I-
sneak by.
I go this way
Okay, so you would be attempting to hide.
in this tree. Yes.
Okay.
Can I cast non-detection? Or would that not really work here?
Let me.
Because
double
this looks
check.
more so like divination magic.
You hide a target that you touch. Target can be willing.
You know what?
Uh.
You know what?
So non-detection would not be for this specifically. This is more so like
I
for red
would like
scrying and
to
stuff.
Gotcha.
retcon. I'm retconning.
Okay.
I am going to pass without trace.
Ooh. That's good.
You said pass without trace?
Yes.
Let me double check that too. Because in my brain, that's like you can't be tracked, but I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. I think I'm pulling from 3.5 by accident. Field of Shadows and Silence radiates, make unique companions. Detection. Okay, so that gives you a plus 10 bonus to stealth checks, and you can't be tracked. Okay. So let me check the skills here. Yeah, so you guys would get a large bonus to making stealth checks to sneak past them, basically.
Where's
So-
there's Flint.
Yeah. And does this affect
I was gonna go this way. I'll
everybody?
just come back here if y'all are retconning things and casting Pass Without Trace.
So it's
That's crazy because there's no limit stated on creatures.
each creature I choose within 30 feet of me.
Huh. I guess that could be all four of you then. Okay.
Yeah, as long as we stay, because we did this for sneaking up to a castle in one of my other campaigns. As long as we stay within a certain proximity to Azaria, we're good.
Okay, that
Yes.
must
Wow,
be
that's
what
big.
the limit is. Yeah, it's always bigger than you think it is, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you guys stay within that range, if you stay next to each other is perfect, honestly. Then you guys can try to sneak past the ogres.
Do we want to go that way?
That's
Like, just
Are
go
you
around.
are you pointing in character in that direction?
Yes, like I'm indicating that we go up, like through the trees and behind them.
I
That
would
works
like
for me.
to stare intently at the tip of your finger and then slowly turn my head in the direction that you are pointing and nod very slowly.
I like how specific that description is too. Just like you're doing the cartoony thing of like right up against the finger and then yeah.
All right, but we have to move together.
Yes.
So
Alright.
we're gonna do. I'm
Wait,
assuming you
hold
guys.
on. Wait, Paladin, Joe, do you
Yes?
understand? Are you on board?
Oh, that's a
You
fair
are.
question.
To sneak?
Yes,
Well,
closely with us.
I can certainly try.
Well, don't worry, I have the sneaky part down. You just need to stay close with us. You got that?
Yes.
You
Follow.
also have to be quiet.
Be quiet. Are we going to talk to those two over there?
Is he riding the
We are
staff?
not. We're just gonna walk right by them.
Oh, okay. No interaction.
Yeah, no interaction. Just kind of
Is this
pretend
what the
that they're
dragon
not
meant
there.
when she asked about being alone? Are we alone?
No, we have
Nope.
each other.
Just in case Joe forgets in character, he was. None of them heard that question.
Yeah, that's why he was asking. Like,
Okay, cool.
he just said it anyway.
All right, sweet.
Okay, lead the way, Ashwa, who may or may not be a minotaur based on the ragged nature of her naturally black hair.
Did you say
just call me?
Ashwa?
My bad, my bad.
His name's
Azaria.
mixed up again.
That was just a mess up.
Can I put a hand like over Joe's mouth, like mid-sentence?
Please do.
You can
I
try.
mean, you can. So we have a veil of shadows and silence, which I'm not saying in character. I'm just letting you know as player that there is. What is happening? Whose color is that? Oh, never mind. It's
This isn't a football thing. We're oh my gosh.
All right, team break.
Yo, we stay together. Stay together.
The point is to stay together. Okay. So my question to you all: at what point are you in the tree line, and then are you staying on the ground, or are you climbing the trees?
staying on the ground.
Well,
Okay.
I should.
The ground.
I'm so hidden, my character disappeared off the map.
You're gone.
Great. So let me grab it back from my token master list over here.
The token master list comes in clutch again.
That's what I have it labeled as and everything too.
What I'm actually gonna do is, as we get over here, I'm gonna gesture back behind the trees to indicate that we're gonna sneak up and then behind.
Okay. Obviously, there's land beyond that, right? That's just where we've cut off the drawing of it. So we're gonna do 2 different checks. One is to successfully get back there out of sight, and the second one is going to be to successfully move them.
All right, so those are gonna be what kind of checks?
So you guys are going to be making 2 different stealth checks.
Oh, I stealth good.
That is going to go against their perception checks.
Right, and we have the 10 plus bonus on top, right?
Yes.
Ooh, baby.
So you can either
no.
add that on, or you can add that on before the result, or you can add that on like after the results typed in. But keep it the same for both. Yeah.
All right. So when do we roll?
Now.
Okay, those are
You
my
can do 2 rolls together, or you can do 2 rolls separately.
And it was a
The first one-
D20?
Yes.
All right. And so we do a plus 10 on top of our also already our
Yes.
stealth. Sweet.
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh,
Ashra like trips over a couple branches on the way.
Oh, roll 20's over here. I'm like, where is this thing?
So do we like roll the second D20 now, or wait till a little later?
You
I
guys
wouldn't
are
hesitate
You
to
there.
have
that.
an inherent
let's-
+6 here. You got like +9 to every stat. What is going on here?
Who?
Ashwa.
No,
Oh, there
it's a
are- I
plus
think there's just
10.
There's just like a couple different stats that are.
Yeah,
like-
so you got +6 naturally out of your stealth bonus.
Yeah. Did you not do
And you
your plus
also-
10?
I did my +10.
Oh my god,
Um,
is your stealth bonus a -1?
I am a paladin. Listen,
That's
I'm
good.
not critiquing that. I'm
Oh
saying
my
plus
God.
6 is extremely high. And there was another thing you had. You had like plus 9.
Yes,
on it.
certain skills of mine are very good.
What about the other?
had
My
those.
max is a
Not
plus
good.
7.
Are you like min max? So you're a min max character.
No, I'm not.
You're just really good at everything.
No.
I don't understand.
My
Plus
lowest
6
is a
would-
0. My highest is a plus 7.
I don't know if these rolls came out. Your lowest should be like a -1 or -2, and your highest should be like a +3.
Oh no.
Are you
I think it depends on like what feats or what skills you choose to have proficiency in that can bolster these things in the.
Yeah,
character
like
building.
my highest is
Interesting.
animal handling.
My highest, like the absolute highest, with every feat double stacking to get it there, is a +5.
I don't know what you've done
Maybe
with your
maybe
character
you're
then,
just
like-
bad at this.
Yeah, I
I
guess
have
I just have
performance-
not been leveling up my character well.
Yeah. Well, like I have a performance of +6, a persuasion of +6. My stealth naturally is a +5, but then like my deception is a +9.
Brian
What
Chat is
is
also
your-
saying it depends on how you first picked the stats, which is what I did based on my character's backstory.
What'd you say?
Anyways, are we gonna go ahead and do the second roll now or later, Josh?
So the first roll's result is they did terrible. So you all are able to successfully hide in this tree line over here. And now you all can move to be right next to them, essentially. So, like, maybe like right there. This next stealth roll is going to represent you successfully getting past them or not.
Do you want me to re-roll or do you want to use the number that I already did?
Let's play it safe. We'll just use the second number that you rolled there.
Gotcha.
We'll just see what everybody else's result is.
Okay.
And then I'll roll the two.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
my god!
Oh.
Oh dear.
Thank
Wow.
God for Pass Without Trace.
Oh dear.
Oh dear,
Oh
indeed.
boy.
Wow.
Is it I think it's cipher, so I think you're okay, but there is one where like if you roll a 1, you have to ignore the plus and it's just a 1.
Yikes.
It's
So
called a
Clint
crit
would like
fail.
to stick very, very close to Azaria the whole way. He trips over like a fallen log and just face plants
Yeah.
right next to Azaria.
Oh.
This guy rolls a 1 and did better than me.
Oh wow, that
So
is something.
stupid. Hence my complaints about these busted characters you all have.
Okay. So now I get to make the fun rolls
Oh god.
for the ogres.
So they
The
hear.
16
Paladin, you want to
16
be
and the
quiet?
14 might be on the lower side, but we'll see what happens.
Oh.
Okay.
I
Yeah?
don't like that.
So you know how Clint rolled a 1?
Oh.
Yeah.
One of them rolled a 20 for a total of 28.
Oh, that
so we all
trumped
got
all of
protected.
us.
That's
No,
equal
nope.
or that's equal or more to all of you.
No, yeah, equal to me.
Oh no. This
So-
Mel's
Ah,
dead.
you're on top of me!
Oh no.
Alright, roll initiative, everybody!
Yes. Well, you've just been detected. So this one
Freeze.
just flip around like that.
All right,
Um,
everybody with your +9s. Who has persuasion,
You got-
intimidation, or performance?
Yeah, you have those options. They are able to communicate, although they might choose not to. They might just choose to attack. You don't know. But
So for all of those, I have a +1.
I think.
Let me do it. Let me do it. I have a +9 in deception and a +6 in persuasion. I can bluff our way out of this.
I have a +10
God.
in deception.
Hold on, maybe
How
we should
do
let
you
Josh
have
finish
a
first.
+10?
I
That
don't
is
know.
not normal.
Wait, in persuasion?
No, in deception. My persuasion is +7.
My perception is what the heck? My perception
Can you?
is
I know you don't want to share.
wait, no, not
facts
perception,
about your
persuasion.
character. Can you like crop a screenshot so that we only see your skills and show the full stats? Because how do you have like +5 or above in every skill?
I don't have +5 or above in every skill.
What is your lowest?
3.
Your lowest is 3.
Josh helped me.
Mel helped
I mean,
me.
no, I trust you did it right. That's just that's some like really lucky rolling. Like for comparison, I have like 4 total skills that are +3 or above.
Oh my god.
But because
Oh,
when
wait,
you
level
level up,
5
you can
boosted 'em.
also
I
put
have 6 total skills now that are 3 or above.
when you level up, you can also like add points to a certain skill. I think depending on a feat, because I think I did that.
Oh, you can do
Yeah,
it.
I did not.
Yeah.
I did not get. That must be a bard thing.
Wait,
Nope,
say that
I
again?
choosing to do the feat to add points.
No,
to
I don't.
your-
I want to cast down this fun character you have. Like, it's totally fine. It caught me off guard. I've never played with such a powerful character.
I'm not very powerful. I
You
might
gotta
be
start using those
sneaky.
skills more. Then you'll be powerful. No more combat for you. I want to see you think your way out of every situation. you get
Gosh.
into.
Oh god.
It's not gonna end well. Alright, well, what do we do? They're staring at us.
Yeah, so they,
Well,
they
just
do
one.
see you.
No, this one's looking
So-
too.
They both see us?
Let me look at the rolls for both of them because one of them did roll that 20. Let me. Where in the world is the tab, man? Oh, it's over on the browser.
Well, I would assume they could both see us because one of them would spin around. and the
Yeah,
other
one
would
of them
be like,
sees
"Why
all
is my
four of you.
battery
The other one
spinning?"
sees Joe and Clint. So one of them sees all four of you. The other one sees Joe and Clint.
So even equals
Like
means
Joe
they
and
see me?
Clint? Don't you
Yeah.
mean Joe and Alshua because Clint has face planted?
Once you're like lower to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm literally like I tripped over something and I just face planted next to Azaria.
Well,
He's
since
behind
this
a
is
log.
perception, we'll say that they heard you do that because perception covers both sight and sound. So you guys have a couple options. The obvious option is initiative, but you can also choose to try to run away. You can also choose to try to communicate. You always have those options. They do at least speak common. So it's up to you all what you want to try to do.
Can I send a threatening message
Sure. What do you
via
want
my message of
Intimidate.
cantrip?
Oh,
Can I
that's a good
can I
use.
put in my intimidation in that? Josh?
I'm trying to think. No, but you can also just say it to them. You're only like 25, 30 feet away from them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of wanted to make them think we're ghosts
Oh my god.
and then scare them away that way.
Okay.
That was Asha's first line of thinking.
No, that's fair. I'm trying to
I
think.
don't know
Okay,
why.
let me see here. Because I can at least make an intelligence check for them and then see if you're able to fool them. So here's what we'll do.
Sorry, George.
You'll have to verbally say whatever it is, but instead of intimidation, we're going to go with deception. Because you're trying to
I can do that.
deceive them into being something that you're not. then
Aurora's
I'll-
staring at me.
And then I'll
Oh.
roll perception based on that.
Yeah, she is staring at you.
Yeah, she has been for a while too.
Well, she heard our neighbors and wasn't happy, and so she walked out of the room, and now she's just staring at Allie across.
Yeah.
Maybe she sees George and is like, "What the heck is that?"
I don't know.
Anyways, so what should I say? Ashwa puts on an accent.
Of course.
Well, I talk it normally in an accent, but this is an accent to her. Oh, what do I say?
I thought you had a plan of what to say.
The question is just
No.
what accent is she talking in today?
Friend Azaria, is Ashwa turning into a minotaur too?
Oh, gosh, no.
It's
Why?
spreading.
Why? How am I a minotaur again? Where did that start from?
The Minotaur had black hair. You have allegedly naturally black hair. Boom.
I
There you
do
go.
have allegedly black hair. It's not my fault that you can't see the color black.
Oh,
What is the color black?
anyways, so I'm intimidating them, be like, do not engage with otherworldly presences, as it will only lead to your demise.
Love that.
Eh?
Love that.
Does that work?
Okay, that does work. So go ahead and
Woo!
do deception, and then I'll do perception.
Do I get any buff from Azaria's thing?
No.
Awesome. Okay.
Because that's only for stealth, if I recall
Oh!
correctly.
That's not that great.
Well, yeah, but good thing for your plus 10.
Yeah, I was hoping for a little bit higher, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like having a plus 10 in that. You don't really need a bonus from anything else. Lucky for you. They rolled 2s.
Are they scared? Are they running? Are they fleeing?
So
They think
they're
we're
not
ghosts.
exactly like fleeing, but let me double check this
like,
condition and see if I can at least detect
Ooh,
that thing.
ghosts. It's a ghost.
Okay, so I'm gonna have them because I like where this is going. So I'm gonna have them make a saving throw. Otherwise, they are going to be scared. So
Scared.
they're going to be scared. So what is? Let me think.
Trying to fill in the ghost that they see.
What is your
Okay, go.
normal spell DC? It should be on there. On
My
the
normal spell DC?
Yeah.
15. Is that the save
Okay.
DC under spells?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, 15.
So I'm gonna base it off of that, just so that we're using a structure here.
Okay.
So you said what did you say? 15?
Yes.
Okay. So they do both make that. So they're not like scared or anything, but that does make them sort of like pause. So they're more so uncertain of what they're seeing.
That's what they see.
Yeah. So they have some hesitation. So if there was any sort of charging that they were about to do, that's not happening now. So it gives you guys a little bit of time to think of what to do next.
All right, guys, what are we doing next?
Continuing to sneak away.
I'm fine with that.
Run for it!
Keep on walking.
Okay. So we'll just do stealth checks again, and then I'll just do it versus their perception.
Oh
again.
dear.
I do like the giant
regular stealth check, or do we still get the +10?
regular because they noticed us.
Oh no.
Let me see if the
Well,
spell
that's a lot.
specifies it.
The spell doesn't specify that they
What is
have a
that?
harder time, but in like visually seeing us.
I think
But
because
it
you,
doesn't
I think
hit.
because you were already detected,
It's not exploding.
and they still see you. So like, let's say if you ran behind a huge rock or something, and they lost sight of you, then you'd get that bonus back. Since they haven't
But
lost sight of you, I'm gonna rule that you don't get that +10.
We go behind the tree.
Hold on. Yeah, that's what I was pointing out. Is the what? How big would you say the tree right there is?
I guess that would be enough to at least like slip behind. Only one at a time, but like that could still. Oh man, because there's 4 of you. Because 4 of you can't just hide behind the tree at the same time.
Well, if we only need the tree for them to lose sight of us, then we could go one at a time. And then one of us, like, we each get our bonus back one at a time because we would have gone behind the tree, they would have lost sight of us. Then the next person vanishes, and then the next person vanishes, and then the next person
I
vanishes.
think what I'm gonna have to say is Azaria would still get the bonus, and everybody else would not.
I'll take it.
I think that's what I'm gonna go with
Wow.
because you are the one that technically did cast the spell. The range and the target matches, and it's supposed to affect everybody else that's like around you. But
Both
since
Joe
you're all
and
since you're all in a group together, yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to re-roll then, or just subtract the 10
Yes,
from the?
Actually, that's a high one. So we'll
Okay,
just
so we're
subtract the 10
not
from it.
doing the
All right, so I got a 23 then. If you're not.
we're not doing the minus the +10. It's just the regular.
Just the regular.
Oh,
So yours is
boy.
a
Just
good
the
old
regular-
-1.
Just the regular.
Oh
except for Azaria.
boy.
Oh no, you said except for me.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Hold on.
Do you want to take the average? Cause Clint and I got good ones.
We can't take the average.
Oh.
So now I have to do their perceptions
Allie
again.
rolled.
Wait, so what was Allie's roll then?
Um.
Originally.
Oh shoot. So, and this is the way that I have to rule it as well. We stuck with your original roll, Mel, so we have to stick with Allie's original one and just add 10 to it.
But what was Allie's original roll?
So
That
so
one.
Allie's original one is the 1, so 4 total, so it becomes 14. And that's why yours just became 23.
Okay.
So That's what we've got.
I think you should take the average.
So let's
because that
this
might
is a
help a
situation
little
where
bit.
I could absolutely like take that challenge. So let's find the average of these four numbers. Does everybody know how to find average?
I got the average. It's 15.75. If you round it up, it's 16.
Felt like I was teaching for a second. So yeah, I divided by the average instead of dividing. That was my bad. So 15.7 basically. So we'll round that up to 16.
Actually, 16,
They beat
15.75.
They have to beat a 16. So
Nat ones.
They did.
Nat ones. Nat ones.
they end up beating the 16, unfortunately. So they do see you guys again, but you guys have more distance now. So maybe you all are about, 45, 50 feet away. So
Y'all just want to run for it?
Yeah, what would you all like to do now?
What kind of check would a run for it be?
I believe
Speed.
run is an action that you all can take. So I'm double checking though.
I'd imagine it's either athletics. No, it's definitely athletics, yeah. Or acrobatics, I suppose, if you want to argue that.
That's a little bit better. If I somersault away.
Starts cartwheeling.
I mean, I might. You don't know
We
me.
also have the dash action. I don't know
That's
if
kind of what I'm thinking
That's
about.
true.
That would
That's
probably.
a combat-specific action usually, but we could use it here.
Yeah, well, because what I'm thinking is a dash is basically just a full sprint, so like you're just moving like quicker. Like it's listed as actions in combat, but you can technically do it outside of combat.
I feel like I should have just intimidated them.
Well, no, I mean this is still a valid thing. I'm just double checking. So yeah, so it doubles your movement if you dash. So that means that everybody can move double and try to get away. So what's everybody's movement?
35.
30.
30.
Okay. So is the plan to try to dash away?
I guess.
Wait, Paul, what's your movement speed?
Not great. How
What
does
is it?
30? Oh, that's my walking speed. Walking speed is 30 feet. So 60?
Oh, so normal.
Yeah.
So normal.
But I do have heavy armor on, which I think gives me a debuff. It's just not on my sheet.
I think we did away with that.
Oh, in that
Encumbered.
case, 60. Yeah.
We're doing unencumbered.
Oh, then yeah, I think I can do a 60-foot dash.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, so wait, it doubles then. I misheard. So then both Clint and I have 60.
I have 70.
Yeah, I was just asking for like what your actual movement was, and then I was doubling it in my head. So yeah, so everybody has 60 except Azaria has 70. Okay.
Peace out, losers. No, I'm kidding.
So they don't
Wing.
give much chase immediately right away.
Right
but
away.
they do throw javelins after you all, so I have to.
No, thank you. No, 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 no. No, you
I'm
don't.
gonna roll so you all can see them, and then I have to add the modifier to it. So let me see what that. Oh, that's rough.
Oh
So
no.
those are two individual ones. I just put them together so it's easier for me to see. So let's
This
see.
dude has some crazy good luck for his NPCs. I hope you roll like this when you're playing the characters too.
They I mean,
I'm
to be
sure he
fair,
doesn't.
they've rolled like twos that you guys haven't seen. So
That's true.
strangely, the balance of my rolls, at least this time, has been okay. Let's,
Hey, look, guys, I rolled a 4.
I'm trying to think of like what they would logically be attacking. Obviously, I'm gonna say that one of them does aim for Joe.
Of course.
So I believe a 19 by itself is higher than your AC, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Lee will do damage for that. So
If Joe gets stabbed in the back by a javelin, isn't he gonna then turn around and breathe fire?
No, I remember I used one of my level ups to get rid of that. He's
Okay.
a little more aware of his surroundings now.
So Joe,
Well,
you take 14 damage total from that.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And then the second one, I'm gonna go with. Let's see.
What are these javelins poison?
I'm trying to see who had the lowest roll. Oh, that would be Azaria. Okay, so Azaria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does a 6? I'm just gonna ask off the die roll first. Does a 16 beat your AC?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna go with that. So you're gonna end up So you're gonna take 16 damage total.
Oh.
You guys are still able to run, like that's fine. So in one turn, you all probably make it. Let's see, we said 60 and 70 feet, varied.
Are our dragon eggs okay?
Yes. So you all would then be probably about 100 feet away from them by this point. And then they don't throw other ones; they just continue walking the direction they were walking. So you all successfully run away with some slight injuries, but you all make it.
Are they not pursuing us?
They are not pursuing you. They just threw the javelins and decided to just give up after the javelins didn't fall on one of you guys. Usually, they would just be throwing them, and then if someone like fell just from that, then they would pursue. But they're just like, whatever, and they just keep moving.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah, so they turn back that way, and that's fine. So
Whoa, I
there's
should have.
no other incident that happens on your travels. My question becomes, based on what just happened, are you all going to head straight to Hayes' Tower, or are you going to head to everyone's favorite tavern, the Anxious Papaya?
Let's go
in
to Anxious
Ledgermore?
Anxious
Papaya.
papaya.
Okay.
I'm sure the barkeep will be more
Oh.
than happy to see us again. Hey, look, Cherry!
Jerry's back. He made it after I released him to tell the barkeeper to send help. Off screen.
And Sokka's here too.
I forgot like which tokens I put where. Oh, right. Yeah, that's just a fill in for something else. Let me add some NPCs back.
I like that our water is still on the table.
Gotta keep it stable. You know, gotta keep the staples and whatnot. Okay.
Clint is gonna make a beeline, like he's gonna say hi to the barkeep and be like, "Hi,
Yeah.
how's it going?" He's gonna go up to his room,
Uh-huh.
and he's gonna, instead of long resting, because I have expended absolutely no spell slots here, he's going to attempt to try and teach his baby mimic. Get out of my room! He's gonna teach his
My
baby
room.
mimic.
This was actually my room last session. What the heck happened?
No, Paul, I thought your character was over here.
No, somebody else was over there.
This one literally says Clint Jr. on it. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I have been gaslit out of my room. Also, wait, since when are there armed guards at this bar?
There's always been.
Has there?
Yes.
No, there were at the very beginning, because there was the whole thing with the thief. I thought they left after we returned the thing that was stolen.
I thought so as well.
I mean, not a big deal. Maybe something else has happened in our absence and they've needed to come back. I mean, just throwing that out for consideration.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that was a detail that I had like slipped, but I would still stand with like they are still here because other events transpired.
See that, we don't know what's been going on while we've been gone. Someone could have tried to burn the tavern down, and the guards are here to maintain law and order.
That's true. That's true. There have been some dragonborn coming in and out of this tavern.
A dragonborn here and there.
Right.
Occasionally.
Since I don't need to rest or anything, I'm just going to be tending to my growing number of pets, including my mimic and dragon egg. Can I polish the dragon egg? Would that be weird? Eggy?
Terry, Paul Jr.
Oh dear.
I mean, not Paul Jr.
Paul Jr.
Before you take it out, I want to add some context to where you are. You're talking about being like in a tavern, just people you don't know. You're just gonna. Oh, you're in your room. Never mind.
Hold on. I've got to say, you can't call it eggy.
Why?
Because when my sister was a kid, she had a pet rock that she pretended was a dinosaur egg, and it was named Eggy, and she chipped her tooth on it. So.
Oh.
Oh.
You can't call it Eggy.
Eggbird.
If anything, that's more of a reason to call it. I'm just kidding.
Eggward. It's
So
Eggward, Joe Paladin Jr., and
I
Azaria
know
Jr.
I'm the one that put this wordage here. Why? Why did I do that? What's the name of the barkeep?
What?
I think it is Sid.
Oh, Sid the kid. Well, his name is Sid.
Oh, okay, so that's why I did it because okay.
See, this is fun. We make relics that we come back to later.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I? I was like, why am I calling the barkeep Sidney Crosby's nickname?
Paul, you should name yours what Bree said in chat. Edgar. Egg.
I like that too. Edgar,
Edgar.
Eggbert, Eggward.
I would like
Egbert?
for mine to be hatched before I decide.
Yeah, I'm waiting until mine's hatched to name it. But
I already know what I'm naming mine.
Egg Ellington.
Egg Ellington the third.
There you go.
So Josh, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What do I have to roll to progress in teaching a baby mimic how to shapeshift into a dagger?
A 50
Well,
or
no,
higher.
Remember we ruled that out, I thought.
No, we didn't. And you said that I can use it to stab people, but that it wouldn't just be able to eat them from inside out once I do. It can just try and bite them once I stab it. And
Yeah.
you ruled I can't do it as a substitute, like during a long rest, but I'm not long resting. I'm just going to my room to chill.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you remember that because I thought we ruled it out completely. But yeah, as far as like teaching your mimic how to turn into a dagger so you can at least stab them and then the mimic just bites them. Yeah, I could see that. To describe how far you could get in the process, the mimic could at least transform into the handle so far.
Okay. We haven't mastered the blade part, but we can get it to look like a handle.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost like a
There's no-
magic trick at that point, right?
Yeah. So there's
You're like,
not like
haha, I'll just stab you with this fake dagger. Oh no!
Oh, that's actually a good idea. I can do so many things with that. But like there's not like a specific role I would have to do for that? Like to
No.
train it? Okay.
No, I think we could just say like based on time frame and then maybe like materials that you have with you. Because the handle part's easy. The hard part is somehow figuring out how to make it form into a certain metal type that maybe it's not even encountered before. So there's gonna be like multiple steps to that.
Yeah. It's like mostly I assume like what I'm trying to do is like show it the dagger, like let it observe, let it study the dagger and try and get it like interested in it so that it can be like, ooh, I want to be this thing.
I like the idea of like a mimic, probably in like chest form or something, like having like glasses and a little pencil and just like taking notes on what a dagger is. As if it's in like class or something, just like a dagger is sharp. It has a handle or something like that. That's just what I visualized when you said that. But yeah, so that's what you'd be able to do. I guess the question then becomes like how much downtime are we thinking of? So we're 3 days, just to give timeline, 3 days away from the full moon, which the dragons are going to hatch, and you're going to have to get back to Stargazer's Lake. You all are in your separate rooms. I guess time of day would be night, maybe like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So you guys could just go to the tower now, right? There's still a little bit of daylight. It kind of depends on what you all would choose to do.
So I am going to say that my character is like fully engrossed in Clint Northwood's progress in becoming a dagger handle.
Okay.
And he's trying to figure out the best way to teach Clint Northwood how to become a blade. So whatever you three decide, y'all come like bang on my door when you make a decision.
Well, I am injured, so I'm sleeping, and then
That's fair.
after that, I think I'm just like if they want to go somewhere, they can come get me, but otherwise I'm gonna like stay in my room and maybe like read or write or something.
Okay, because both of you took hits from the javelins. and then Clint's got his thing with the mimic. So that could be just like you guys stay here overnight, and then you go the next morning, possibly.
That's fine
Yeah.
with me, yeah.
At this point, I would like to think that I'm like kind of grumpy after being injured.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
I'm kind of keeping it to myself.
Yeah.
Because like this is the first time since we started this campaign I've been like injured more than just a couple of hit points. So this is baby's first big injury.
Oh, okay.
And baby's not sure how to feel right now.
Okay. No, I like that. Okay. It's sort of like you now feel more of the real risk of this whole adventuring thing, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay.
I'm fine. I'm just hanging out with my baby mimic and polishing the dragon egg because I know others need to rest, and I assume we'll just go out in the morning.
Yeah. So we could say that you guys, rest until the next morning. Everybody's fine by the morning. And then Clint, you've made the progress that we just talked about with the mimic transforming into the handle. Looking at, let's see, the time. We've got like only about 10 minutes left. It is completely up to you all whether we stop here or whether we travel to the tower and get that started before the end.
I say we leave that for like this is a good stopping point. Instead of like doing 5 minutes of the tower and then trying to remember what we were doing in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm so hungry, man. I gotta have dinner.
No,
I'm
that's fair.
starving.
Okay.
Understandable. Yeah. I'm totally fine with ending it there because basically, yeah, we have bad enough memory. It'll be hard to remember what we had started last time. So.
You kind of cut out in the middle there a little bit.
Just a smidge.
I agree with Paul. That's it.
Okay. Sounds good to me. So I guess I could say thanks everybody for playing. Thank you for playing along with the personality test. I was really excited to do it. So it went really well.
It was nice.
Yippee. Thank you for
thanks for leading it.
Yeah.
Our next stream for D&D, it looks like it'll be June 2nd. Oh my gosh, June.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
we've synced our D&D up with my therapy sessions.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at that. That just kind of hit me out of nowhere.
Boy. That's the way to go.
Jeez, I don't think my next therapy session is until July.
Dang.
Yeah, it's because I'm only doing maintenance work now. After a decade of therapy, I am finally in what is considered a maintenance.
Maintenance?
Yeah. Basically, I meet with my therapist every few months or so to just make sure that I haven't lost my mind since the last time I saw her.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, and Bree says, so the tavern's always a great place to start a session. Indeed. Well, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you, as always, Josh, for DMing. Thank you to Bree and Ramona and anybody else who may have popped in chat. We appreciate you guys, especially with all the chaos of our usual adventures. Thank you for hanging out with that. And thanks for putting up with all my sniffling. So sorry.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Sorry, there were sniffles. Hopefully you feel less sniffly next time, and the sniffles
Me too,
gradually
man.
wither.
Me too. But yeah, thank you, Josh, for hosting.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
It was very fun.
Yippee. All right. Next stream this Saturday, 6 Eastern. Whoa. 6 p.m. Eastern. Nope. 6 p.m. Eastern time with The Sims. So until then, see y'all around the internet. Good night, everyone.
So I had this really good joke